everything you wanted from me. Take my heart and soul.
I still love that commercial. I just do. They got the sex swings and everything on there.
What the heck of an intro.
That alien, I mean, it's so freaking hot. I mean, good Lord.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Unholy Trinity. Tonight, I'm very excited because tonight we're double fisting Shannon Rogers. We're going in both ways. We're going in dry and hard. We're going in dry and hard. We actually got her. We actually got her out of seclusion. She was looking like a Yeti, and she, did shave, and she said she was coming on tonight. So I thank you, Shannon, for shaving tonight. Appreciate it.
Michelle, hey, how are you guys doing? Like, I don't even know what to expect tonight, but let's do it.
I am your host,
scared.
along with host Miss Chrissy Listen Queen Baggett, Miss Emmy PDX McKenzie, and we have Scotty Paracomedian. I was getting ready to say, but I was listening to Emmy too, and Scotty Paracomedian Wilson, and of course our guest tonight is Miss Shannon Rogers. How you doing, Shannon?
Yeah, boy.
Long time no see.
I know. It kind of feels that way.
I mean, you're making all the big bucks now. You got your own radios and all that stuff, shows and stuff. I don't know what the hell.
No, we're not on the radio. I'm looking for a network to jump on, though, because I'm starting to get a little bit of interest into the radio side of things, but just to throw a little streaming link out. But yeah, I'm having fun.
You got that voice for radio. I don't know, maybe 1-800 numbers or something like that.
I smoked for 29 years. I just quit. I'm vaping, and I just quit, and I'm so proud of myself. I've left them on the kitchen counter on the island for 2 weeks, and with the pack open, and I had a half cigarette sitting right there, and I had no temptation at all. So I just went and threw them in the sink, doused them, and threw them in the trash. And I'm like,
good for you.
Yeah. Well,
dude.
I work with oxygen, COPD patients. 95% of my patients have COPD, and I'm just like, they're not that much older than me, a lot of them, and I'm just like, okay, I've got to quit. So I did.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's good to see you. You even actually have a background, even in the studio. I mean, that is wow. And then Mr. Denise Pat.
Archangel Michael right there.
I know last time I talked to you, you was actually like hid out and he was outside, and he was like outside on your phone, like, I can't get reception right here.
Oh, that rant night when I was, that was back in August, and I had some anger issues back then.
Yeah, you did.
You did? Shit, I still do.
Just a little, but that's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
What are you doing, Chrissy? Chrissy's.
Oh Lord, look what's in here.
Eileen, come on, Eileen. She really likes it. What was that?
I've been waiting to use that button.
Thank you,
Oh, Lord.
Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Like this is I've quit twice, and I know this time I won't start back again. So it's been
So you
very,
say.
very. You're so motivational. I love it. But
I love
That's
that's
awesome.
my job. That is my job.
bonfire, yeah. Eileen in the bonfire. I was feeding her booze.
I quit about 10 minutes ago, I think.
I liked smoking. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed smoking. I really did. It was just but
It's just not
man,
good, man.
yeah. Between my thyroid and smoking, my voice was getting deeper and more raspy. And I talked to a lot of patients that literally sound like, not being mean or cruel, like a man.
Well,
Yeah.
Like how much low, because I already, I was an alto tenor when I was in choir and as a kid anyways. Mine's naturally low. I'm like, I don't want to sound like a man.
fuck, I do.
I don't want to have
I want to sound like a man. What the fuck?
One day you'll be tall enough to
Gabriel.
ride the ride.
Hi, Gabe.
Your leg is still not safe. Shut up, Shannon.
So what have y'all been up to? We gotta catch
About
up.
5'1".
5'5". I lie. I'm 5'4".
Actually,
I'm
Scott's
not
been up about 5'5". He's been crawling up different people's legs every other day. He's pimping. Keep your
Are you
pimp
really
hands strong,
5'1" or are you
Scott.
just kidding?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm 5'1".
Really?
Yeah, I'm tiny.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Well, you ever had sex with an ugly midget before?
No, I haven't.
Yes!
I've not.
There's fucking hope. Hey, I got to take my son some medicine. I'll be back.
I know there's like a thing for that kind of stuff, but it's just not really my thing, I guess.
Oh, it will be.
Good Lord. Oh, my
Dude,
goodness.
I'm so... Oh. I'll be back.
I think y'all getting Scotty on this show is just like such a big bonus. Like he really, all y'all meant each other so well. And I'm so glad to meet Emmy too, as well and get to know her, new member of the family. As far as, I haven't met you. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm the quiet one.
Me too. No.
Oh, don't let him pull that
There
shit
we
on
go.
you. No. Don't let him pull that shit
Denise,
on you.
Denise.
I could be the quiet one.
No, I don't think that's happening. No.
You're right. I
You
even
just-
lost my voice. I was even quiet.
I know. I mean, that's like, if Chrissy's not here, then it's Emmy. If it's not Emmy, then it's Chrissy. And when they're both on here, they both kind of like work it together and they both tag team my ass. And then I get an ass whooping by the end of the show.
The way it should be.
Well, I'm not experiencing anything out of this. I mean, no.
No means no.
It's the most excitement you get. So why not?
Exactly. Well, that's what I said. Wait, what? What? Yeah, wait. Emmy,
Yes.
quiet?
Shh. I am. For fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
right. Shannon is far from quiet. That is true. It is very true.
Yeah, I can talk a lot. I'm either really quiet or won't shut up. There's no in between with me. So that's good though. I like connecting and
She's
talking.
a quiet one.
And Ernie's the talker. Yeah.
I had Ernie on last night.
Denise, you do talk too sometimes. Like when we went to that movie premiere, The Sleepless Unrest, you were talking at the after party to us. Just saying,
Well,
you do talk
well,
sometimes, lady.
She does.
She was talking last
came to me,
night.
and that's the first time I've ever met Shannon Rogers. I met Shannon Rogers for the first time in person. I met Eileen Jones for the first time in person. I met Denise and Ernie Pack for the first time in person.
You got a toilet on your head.
Kansas. I did. I had a toilet bowl on my head.
It's
I did.
like-
With a
and you
baby
made
Ruth
the
hanging
best
out of my
combo
mouth.
in the world. Do what?
I had a baby Ruth hanging out of my mouth with toilet paper hanging out of the toilet paper, out of the toilet bowl,
Oh God.
and stuck on my shoe. I remember that. It's fun times. Fun times. We had fun.
Yeah, I can't wait till y'all get a solid date for the Paracon because I'm definitely going to come.
Oh, that's definitely coming very, very soon.
I might
very,
take
very soon.
the week off from work and just make a vacation out of it and spend some time down there. Maybe go to Florida for a couple of days and see my dad. Make something fun of it. So
That sounds
I,
like
I
fun.
would say something. I would say something, but I got threatened with deadly force
He
and
did
mass
because
beatings.
I said, stop disclosing information that we haven't locked into place yet. Don't tell them until we have it 100% in place. Don't say a word, Howard.
It's hard for him. Look at him.
I
You
know.
tell people what
This
their
is what he
Christmas
was
gifts are
doing.
before Christmas.
This is what he was doing when I was threatening him earlier when we were on video chat.
Look at him. He's like, look at his face. It says everything. Scotty.
It's going to be if everything goes where it's supposed to go. It's going to be a very great event. I think everybody's going to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
I plan on making everybody laugh. Just so you know.
Awesome.
Well, I can't wait to meet you and your 5'1" self.
I am probably. I'm crazy. Ask Chrissy.
The entertainment right there for the evening.
I am one of the craziest people you will ever meet. I have no problem making fun of myself if it's going to
But
be.
he has the most funny, outgoing spirit you'll ever meet in your life.
And that's why I'm like, I just don't think I've ever seen you not smiling or laughing about something. So that's good.
It's because I hide my pain well.
I don't. When I have my pain, it's front and center. Like,
You're going to spend several days with your sister in Mississippi?
Yes.
No.
Actually, that would be really good. I could go spend. I need to do something. I need to plan something. So I've been spending like the last 6 months really going through a healing process. I pretty much started everything over. I dove myself into my job. I mean, completely. And it's so paid off. Like I'm doing so good with my job. Like I can't believe, I'm the top performer. It's crazy. Like, and it's very rewarding. And so like, you know what? I've gotten happy again, not happy, but I've kind of just started completely over. This year's about me and how I'm doing, like boundaries, not just saying I have boundaries, but actually know what that means and using them and putting them forth. And, I had 3 different phases this last year. Lost some friends that I thought were family, just had to make, separate ways. Went through a really nasty facade of a relationship that was all BS from the beginning. And then I lost my best friend, it was just like 3 different emotions all everywhere. And so I've done a lot of reflecting, working from home and everything. And I'm really happy with where my mindset is going now. I'm really happy with the time that I've spent with myself. I'm really happy that I've had things to focus on and drive myself. And so I'm feeling more content than I have in a long time. And it's good, but I need to get out of the damn house. So it's like,
well, I can guarantee you this much. You come to New Orleans, you will lose your virginity. I'm just saying. You're going to lose your virginity.
Yeah, boy.
He's going to hump your leg.
I love you too, Eileen.
Scotty humps everybody's leg that he likes.
Yeah.
I've seen videos.
If you haven't seen my logo yet for my show, it says, laughing is safe, but your legs are not. And I'm working on getting that, but actually put on a t-shirt, I hope.
I've been wanting to catch your show. It's just, what time? When does it show? When does it air?
It premieres Monday.
Monday. Okay, that's why I haven't seen it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I want to watch it.
Well, and I thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. It really does.
So that's a good question,
Dude.
Scotty. Whose leg would you hump? Would it be Shannon Rogers or would it be Eileen Jones's leg first?
Both.
Fuck, I'm getting them both.
No, you only get one. No, you only can do one because
that's some bullshit.
No, you got one choice. You got one choice.
Sit and spin the tornadoes.
I love Eileen, but I'm gonna have to tag Shannon's leg because she's popular.
Oh, Lord. What are you talking about?
No, see, I'm gonna get Shannon, and then when Shannon looks away, I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna get Eileen. It's just gonna happen, man. I'm just saying. That's just coming.
Oh, shit. The answer is Chrissy Baggett.
Michelle LeBaron hates tornadoes, by the way. Like, yeah. Hey, Jennifer, like Michelle LeBaron came down for an event at Yorktown. She was my featured investigator. And massive, huge tornado front. I mean, just massive storms all the way from, I think it was close to Houston, all the way up to Fort Worth. Like the weather pattern stayed there, and we were stuck on standstill traffic on the highway with tornadoes around us. And Michelle was losing it. What am I missing? Here we go, laughing at.
Hey, Denise,
Denise,
you're good. I'm gonna hump Ernie's leg like it's some biscuits and gravy. I'm gonna go like I'm going to town on buffet.
Well, they
I mean,
live,
do you
I
really
mean,
do that though?
Huh?
Do you really hump people's legs?
Yes, let me
Have
see.
you not seen the video?
Let me.
I thought it was a joke. But no, it's-
No.
he's
Yeah,
already told me,
that
he said,
is
Howard, you
true,
be,
Joanne.
he's already told me, he says, Howard, you can be as nice as you want to be to me. Your leg is going to get home. I mean, that's what he told me. I mean,
oh my goodness.
Joanne, Chantel shows up. I'm done. Joanne, if you show up, you might be done. I'll tag your leg too. I don't give a fudge.
Has a history of bad weather investigations. Yeah, I shared that flyer a few days ago or a couple weeks ago, whenever it was. The days fade together, but I had set up that investigation. It was like a camp out, like a para camp out. Like 30 people were going to come. We were going to bonfire. We were going to grill. We were going to do an investigation at the Bonnie and Clyde Museum. We were just going to have a really good time. And that was in that ice storm 2 years ago. And we were out there pitching skit. Well, it's snowing. It was crazy. We made it one night. And it was only 3 people showed up, me, David, and Eileen.
Nice.
And it was so insane. And okay, so Chris, the girl that has the property there, her and I are like out scouring, trying to find something for firewood, breaking up pallets behind businesses. And we get back, and David and them had lit a freaking tire. And they were burning tires to try to keep warm. And I'm like, you can't breathe that stuff in. I was sick for like a week after, but I was glad it was hot. But so we played card games and went live drunk. We were drinking and having a good time. We made the best of it. That was actually a fun trip though, Eileen. When you like hindsight, it's 2020.
I've never went live being drunk.
but like, yeah,
Why do I believe that?
We were having fun. Nobody was out of control or anything. We were just having a really good time. And then the next day we're like, let's delete those lives. Like,
Have a good night, Michelle.
yeah, but y'all gonna have a real good time. I mean,
Love
it's
you,
safe to
Michelle.
say this part, I guess, to say about this whole Fear Fest thing. We had him on the show Monday, correct?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a band
Wednesday.
opening band. We had a band that is gonna be performing. Supposed to be performing for us. It's gonna be Ghost Static. And
yeah.
they won Wednesday night show. They won Wednesday night show. Their manager and the lead singer, and real nice guys. I mean, and we played some of their music on the show, and it was awesome. It was awesome music. So I think everybody's gonna have a little concert going on for y'all. So
yeah, they were
Damn.
cool.
Damn it, and we get that fucking dog a CPAP machine.
You listen here. Yes, I'm muted.
I was wondering. I was like, "What is that?" The dog.
oh, here
Oh,
you go. Here you go.
What
This
kind of
is
dog is it?
Scotty Ed in his prime.
And let your homeboy hit it. Beat it.
You are sure.
Beat the thing up, now stop. And let your homeboy hit it. Beat it.
You got
Beat
both.
the thing up, now stop. And let your homeboy hit it. Beat it. Beat the thing up, now stop. And let your homeboy hit it. Beat it.
I've known Tim for over 20 something years, so I have to fuck with Tim every time I see him because Tim is like 6'2", 6'3". So
That's why he's numb to it. That's why he just stands there and just it's a normal part of life.
Yep.
It is. Scott's
And
on his
I
way.
was-
I mean,
Yep. And I was told to do that by by Crystal, not Chrissy. Crystal. Because we were standing there and she's like, you know what you should do? I said, what? She goes, you should hump his leg right here in the middle of Dead Con. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to. She's like, wait a minute, I'm going to take a video. I said, fuck yeah, you are. And I fucking nailed him. And then I nailed him again. She's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this is fucking great. I'm just glad Jason Halls didn't walk by and go, what the fuck? But I did.
Still working. Put the
I did
paperwork
arm
down,
wrestle
Shannon.
Jason Hall.
I was sharing this. So I had some friends that wanted me to send them the link, so I was doing that.
Okay.
Oh shit!
But I do working from home. I find myself constantly coming over and checking for emails, seeing if I got any prescriptions back in through fax. I'm just like, turn it off. But I love my job,
And that's important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I help people, and I get it's rewarding.
I don't help people. I fucking yell at them.
I don't see that though.
See, I did. I yelled at a UPS guy today. He's parked right in the middle of fucking one of the roads. I said, "Get your fucking ass out of the road, motherfucker!"
You're gonna be a grumpy old man like that when you get older.
Dude, I hate stupid people, and I'm one of them. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I may be grumpy. As long as I got coffee, you're safe.
Oh my
I'm waiting for them to
goodness!
put you back in one of them trees and you pissing out of that bucket. That's what I'm waiting for.
Uh-oh.
You get more
It's
like
the
me, Eileen.
spawn of Satan. Hey, Chrissy.
Snap more lately.
You know, I just realized how big those headset is on Scotty's head. Like, you must have a really tiny head, don't you?
Like a baby's, like a baby's arm holding an apple.
The side view, you can barely see your head. Those are like
Really?
adult sizes, aren't they?
I am adult. I'm
They
adult.
take them off. They take them off and put them on a normal head. They'd be like little small ones, you know, them little tiny ones that you stick in your ear.
You're funny, Eileen. That's what she said. You motherfuckers. Hey, I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, Jenna, come here. Come here. Hey, put these headphones on. Come here. They want to see you put these headphones on. They say I
They're
got
bigger
tiny
than
head.
the size of Beats.
Put them on.
They're gaming. It's a gaming headset.
Now,
Bend
see, they
down.
put her head perfect.
But that's a girl. I mean,
Jenna,
come
bend
on, that's your
down.
daughter. She's gonna be smaller features.
Jenna, bend down,
You know what
sweetie.
they say? Micro head, micro.
See, they don't look that big on her. I'm just saying.
Thank you. We were doing comparison.
Thank
honey.
you. Now watch them. The headset will just eat his head up. Whoop. See?
These are my old man headsets. I gotta have them big because I can't hear. I sound got my hearing aid.
I like. Go for it, buddy. That's what I say. Be Scotty. Be you, brother. Do what
You don't want me to be me.
Be you.
Quite entertaining.
I'm waiting. I gotta order some new ones actually.
Oh shit! Denise is already coming back with smart. Oh Lord.
Yes, they're on it tonight. Let me tell you.
Eileen says, yeah, he has a lot of tiny things, and Denise right behind him said that's what she said. And
Yep,
I mean,
they're
come on.
fucking right on that tonight. They are right
They in
on it.
jail tonight. Yeah, they
Dude,
are.
I've tried different headphones with this mixing pad, and these were the only ones that work. So yeah, I even tried my turtle.
They didn't have kid size, did they?
They all had Spider-Man on them and stuff like that.
Dude, I would wear those. Don't
Little fucking
don't
shield,
think I won't.
little shield like Captain American shield on each side. You know,
Dude, that's badass. Actually, I should get some that has the Empire symbol on the outside.
I'm going on Amazon.
it's something like Princess Leia with the big honey buns on the side of the head.
Dude, right?
I'm going on.
I like that. I'm going on
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
He's not cool for enough.
Hey,
for
Thomas.
Spider-Man.
Hey, Adrian. Welcome, everybody, on the YouTube side and Facebook.
Appreciate y'all
Yeah.
watching.
I
tonight.
prefer Carnage.
You
Dude,
want Barney?
I can't see.
Put your trifocals back on.
I know that the glare is so bad. Like I'm literally because I sit in front of all these big monitors all day with my job and my laptops. I just like I can't. My vision was already starting to slip because I'm turning 45, so I'm at that age. But
Oh, you ain't nowhere near that age. Come on, just Lord have mercy.
Well, you know, that starts slipping when you turn 40 is like when it really, your eyes, it was like once I turned 40, it just like, okay, I didn't see as good. But now it's getting to where I need like trifocals or bifocals. And be honest with you, I do.
Hit 50.
I'm 50. I'm
That's what I'm
54.
saying. I'm
54, 53.
just putting those screens in my face all day working. It's made it worse. So I can only imagine.
You said
So,
53 in me.
I mean, look on my desk. I got my stuff to go
Oh,
to
you
the
was
eye
older.
doctor and get it done. I work 6 days a
What,
week.
Scotty?
I said your hair looks nice.
Jerry
I
Bum.
missed a smart ass comment there.
Please
So
type
have
it
you
in
been
the
on
chat.
any? So have you been on any investigations lately?
It's
I know
been,
you've been home for a while.
I used to go 90 nothing doing all that. I haven't been on an investigation since August, which is weird. But I mean, let's see, in a couple weeks, okay, on the 10th of February, I'm headed to Dangerfield. There's an abandoned hospital there. Did you ever hear about the first church mass shooting in 1980 in Dangerfield, Texas? There was a little girl that got killed and 5 other people.
I had to go back and look it up.
It's a really
That
small
sounds-
town. All the people that got, the victims, they took them to that hospital. Well, that hospital is abandoned. It's going into ruins and everything. And I got contacted. It's untouched, asking if I would come out and investigate because it's been freaking them out. And the chief of police's family owns it. And I'm like, yeah, let me get some people together. I'll be right there. Like, of course. So we planned this like for 3 months. But then so we're doing that on the 10th and 11th. We got an Airbnb on the lake. I learned now when I go on investigations, I want to take the whole weekend, get an Airbnb, get friends together. On Friday night, we bonfire and have drinks and just socialize. And then on Saturday, we investigate. Saturday morning, we all make big breakfast and everything, a couple of mimosas and just enjoy the time. And Sunday, we say your goodbyes. But it's been a while and I've been kind of jonesing. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm so ready. But it's like I got my job where I need it to be. I escalated my career, so now I need to go and get back to having fun again. There's got to be balance, and that's where I was like, I'm missing that balance right now. I've got to have a life again. So,
Yeah, since you're getting ready to turn 45, dang.
I'm not saying I'm old. I'm just saying like that's where the vision starts getting a little crazy. I'm middle-aged technically.
So let's go this route.
Me
Is there
too.
any romantic interest in your life?
Oh no. Like on a Wednesday, like I was just joking around flirting in the comments, but like even Eileen, like if you know me in real life, I don't flirt with men. I'm not forward with men. It's not my style, but I'll joke around in some chat feeds and stuff like that, but I have no desire. I'm going to tell you something funny. I've been thinking about doing finding a decent dating site as friends as well. No, just to have chatting companions, just someone new, someone I'm not going to meet, just have with someone because I need to start having interactions. I talk to sick elderly people all day and a 5-year-old. So, and I don't go anywhere. So I'm just, and just it's be straight up like I'm not trying to get in a relationship, but if you ever need someone to talk to, let's just have some random chats about life and the world and experiences because I really do need to start connecting with people again. I know I do. I've done my healing. Now it's time to start,
You're going to be on Tinder then?
No.
No?
I'm not sitting here saying I'm going to be on Plenty of Fish or anything like that. I'm going to try to find a forum where I can have conversations where it's literally just, sit and just chit chat with people and, and talk about life and stuff. I need that connection. I talk all day to sick people. And that really, the lifespan of people that get put on oxygen is the average of 3 years. So I'm talking to people that are really sick and I need to have positive conversations too.
There you go. Somebody already.
All right, Harold. Send me a friend request.
I'm down.
She's going on geriatrics.
I want to have conversations with people. I really do. It doesn't have to be like a romantical situation. I just really want to hey,
do like Scotty's done.
How are you doing?
Do like Scotty done. Get an OnlyFans page.
Oh my gosh, I bet he does have one, doesn't he?
He does.
I can see that.
Who you talk about me?
What a boy ain't hitting on Shannon. Shannon is like a little sister. That's for one. I'm
married. Yeah,
that's two. I just got married in May, so no.
You got a wonderful wife. No. Yeah.
And I got a matter of fact, my podcast wife is right there. So she keeps me in check.
She'd be like, listen.
I sure do.
And then there's another mistress at the corner over there. And I got a mistress that's Courtney that's over, and then she's over on the other side. And I got me a movie wife.
She's big
and I got a
brother.
real wife. You know what the sad part is? None of them put out. That's what the bad part is. I mean, none
Oh,
of
I
them.
do,
None
but
of
it's just with my real husband.
Just
Yeah.
let
Put out
Scotty
the
have
trash.
legs.
That's why I don't have any kind of those wives. I'm good. No.
But yeah, like it's not even in a weird way, and I feel totally comfortable. I don't feel like it's weird for me to want to do that. Like I said, I talk to sick people all day. I talk, and I'm being compassionate and understanding to those people. I want to talk to and just have normal conversations a little bit too, to balance that out. So
You're gonna see that a lot in the chats here, Shannon.
It's important. It's important to have that balance, and it's important to, have conversations or gatherings where you're not dealing with sick, imminent death, essentially.
And it doesn't bother me because I'm really good at my job because I care.
That's good, but you still need that disconnect.
Yeah, I talk to people for months and months. I mean, since I've started, I have patients from the beginning that I still talk to, even though everything we had to do together ended months ago. I still call them like weekly and check in on them. That's why I love my job. I'm allowed to do that. Even if people aren't purchasing through us or going through insurance with us, they're just looking around. They implore us to build that relationship and answer any questions they have. Ask them to call you back if they have questions, even if they're looking around and going to other places. Just call us, So I tell them, I was like, I want to be there for you. You don't have to purchase through us for us to help you.
Right.
So let me help you
just
ask the question.
I tell Adrian, this woman right there. Boom, I'll put her up on the screen. That's Eileen Jones. I will talk shit about her in front of her, behind her. I will announce it. I don't care. But I love this woman to death. It's just like she's one of my paranormal sisters. And I love this woman to death. And she knows I'm joking. And when she talks to me and she tells me shit, I know she's joking. So that's what it is. We have that kind of rapport with one another. We can actually talk. That's right, Eileen. We're family. We are family.
Me and Eileen give each other a hard time all the damn.
Me and Eileen have to the grave secrets.
And it is actually good to see you back in here, Eileen. I mean, I'll never admit to saying that, but
not in public anyway.
Nope.
Forget that this is a live recording. I mean,
fuck. You can delete that part, though. You can delete that part. No, you are not the better Wilson. I am the OG Wilson. Anyway.
Man, that's messed up.
What?
You're the northern Wilson, and she's a southern Wilson. Is that what you're trying to say?
What's wrong with that?
No, well, ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's like the geographic area around, where she's at, actually. It's like I'm in Louisiana and Eileen's in Mississippi. And I'm not bad mounting the state of Mississippi. I'm just bad mounting the four corners where her property line's at. Not even a property line, actually, the area that she is standing in. That's what I'm talking about.
I got you, Harold.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, Harold Richardson.
I love that, Matt. There's only one Wilson.
Oh my gosh. What was that movie?
Castaway.
That's it. That
Tom
was
Hanks.
a good movie.
Wilson.
It was.
Wilson.
That ball kept him company the whole time he was on that island. That was his only friend.
It was his only friend.
And that's what Emmy, and like I said, that's what Emmy, I think Emmy, she plays a big part in it too, because she's a new member that's coming in, and she has to get, she's at that stage right now. She doesn't know what she should say and not say yet, and
Emmy.
I got a dog in the background snoring again, and if I'm trying to be quiet. That's right. I don't know where I sit.
That's a good.
I don't know.
Do you think he had relations with Wilson?
No, but I think when he would rub one off, on the island, he would turn Wilson away so Wilson wouldn't watch him. I'm pretty sure about that.
Well, I don't know because Wilson had a mighty bloody mouth.
Y'all give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay.
1, 2, 30.
My goodness.
Commercial time.
Hi, Ashley. So
Hey,
that
Ashley.
that is my theory. Is when he went to
Is that what you would do? You would respect Wilson doing that yourself?
no, I'd make that motherfucker watch me. Yeah.
Harold had a question.
Who?
Harold from Tennessee Ghost Hunter.
Oh, hey, okay, there you go. Just missed
How
that,
long
I'm
have you
sorry.
guys been ghost hunting? Howard, you can answer first.
I've been investigating for over 40 years.
Scotty?
I started when I was young.
I've been in the paranormal field since 2017, so 15 years.
So I've had paranormal experiences almost my whole life, but I've technically been an investigator like 6 years.
And me?
Amy.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Amy's been
I want to say
weeabooing
I've
since
been
yesterday.
steady the last 3 or 4 years, but I grew up in a very haunted town and stuff. So, but yeah, the last 3 or 4 years I've been very consistent.
You've been quiet tonight. What the fuck is up with you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I have a stupid dog snoring again in the background. I'm like, oh my
I know,
god!
it's cracking
Every
me up.
night.
Now, this is something that a lot of people on the show, I mean, a lot of people who are watching tonight don't know this, and it's about Shannon. They're asking, what was it? Harold asked a question, how long we've been investigating. Everybody pretty much answered. Now, Shannon's been investigating. How long you been investigating, Shannon?
I got into like exploring energy and the metaphysical starting in 2011, but I've been investigating 4 years now. It was like the coolest thing when I went on my first investigation. I was just like, you could, because I'm not a TV watcher. I don't get caught up in those trends or anything, at the time, because I didn't have any outlet.
She's not a TV watcher, but she was on television.
Yes, she was.
I'm actually
Yes, she was.
talking for a second show, but I don't know. The location owner's scared.
And matter of fact,
may not
when
have
they
to
did,
like
and Shannon could pretty much tell you what the TV people do compared to what happened in actuality to her. And what's the name of the show? It was A Ghost Ruined My Life.
A Ghost Ruined My Life, the series premiere.
And-
For one, they made me look like 20 years older and like just sickly as I'm so upset about that.
Senile, you're just coming out of the nursing home.
The lighting was
type.
horrible. Every fine line you could see on my face and like my makeup would just disappeared, even though I had a makeup artist do my makeup. The lighting they had chose, and they were up real close to my face, and I was crying, like snot crying half the show.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude. When they showed your face up close, I was making out with my TV.
oh my gosh, you're so stupid.
And when we watched her premiere, we watched her premiere. Me and my it's my wife now, but she was my girlfriend at the time, fiance. We were sitting in bed watching her, and she made me call Shannon up right after that show came on, and I had to get her on the phone so she could. Oh man, she was bawling. She was actually bawling. She was worried about Shannon. She was just worried about, oh my God, we got to check on her. Oh, and she made me call Shannon. She made me call Shannon.
That house really did affect me that way. I mean, those emotions were real, but half the stuff they portrayed on there, they changed it completely. Like, I never levitated in bed and my daughter get drug out by her feet at the same time. I got thrown 6 foot out of a chair, but they didn't feel like they could reenact that. What actually happened, they changed the suicide story, which really offended and hurt the feelings of the people that were related to the person that committed suicide. I mean, there was a lot of things that they completely changed. And like the actual story was so intense and powerful, you didn't need to change it. But when you have what Zach Bagans has a lot to do with, Discovery Plus and all that crap. And then you got Eli Roth who presented it, the guy of horror movies and all that stuff. Of course they were going to embellish it, but I was horrified. I happened to wake up at 3 a.m. the morning it dropped. and I was supposed to go to the watch party at have a watch party at the house of the people who his brother was the one that was the suicide victim. And I went there and I was like, we're not watching it. We're not watching it. I watched it already and I don't feel comfortable. Let me tell you what happened. And I explained to him what happened. I was like, I don't want to watch it. I didn't want anybody to watch it, to be honest with you. And then I kind of got excited. Then I kind of like, no, but they change a lot of your story, but it's Hollywood. That's when, you sign up for it. You sign off on contracts that, they're going to put their little twist on it. And there's nothing you can do there. I think there's even like
they want to embellish it. They want to make it so where it's more entertaining. They want it so where they captivate the audience. If they just see, trust me, a lot of y'all who's on here probably are paranormal investigators. If you've been on an investigation, you go to some of these places, they ain't got shit going on. I mean, I'm being plain out honest with you. There's nothing happening. And of course, you got these ghost shows that are on now, and when you walk in one of these shows and you're watching on television, the walls are freaking bleeding and the Satan's coming out of the ground and all kind of shit. And that's what they want.
No, I seen blood come out of a faucet. That's what the new show is supposed that I'm talking to them about. The owner is scared because he doesn't want the activity to stir back up again. Because when we started talking about doing
same house,
no, this is a location that I was asked to do a private investigation at, and everything that went crazy there. And Beth will tell you, I was communicating with her that everything was happening. I saw blood come out of a faucet. It looked like blood. And this woman had gotten shot there and killed from somebody that came in and shot the place up.
Dang.
Because it used to be like a Hispanic biker bar, and they turned it into something else in the Fort Worth Dockyards. I don't want to say because I'm out of disclosure, but yeah, the woman was standing there washing her hands when she got shot and killed. And so, of course, me being myself, I'm sitting there peeing, looking at that wall where the bullet head went through, and I was thinking about that woman because I connected with her the first moment I ever went in there. And it was the second time I was out there, and I was just staring at that hole, and I was trying, just feeling that woman's emotions. And I get up, I stand in the mirror to wash my hands. I look up into my eyes, and I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this. When you look in your pupils, it's like you almost get sucked into them, and you're just And so that happened, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm going to wash my hands. I pumped 2 pumps of hand soap in my hand. It was green hand soap. I went to put it under the water. My right hand to turn the faucet on, and red liquid just came out. And it splattered everywhere because of, hitting my hand. And I was like, Nick, he's the guy who owns the place.
That could be rust water, though, too. That's the skeptic.
No, this was like red.
Rust water comes out red.
I've seen rust water, dear.
Metal pipes, metal pipes.
But the thing is, it's never done that before or anything. Because when I was like, Nick, come here, and he opened the door and he came in. And he was like, what the hell is that? I'm like, you tell me. I'm freaking out. Is this normal? Has this happened before? And he's like, no, that place is extremely active. But then other things happened. Like afterwards, I was house sitting for my parents. When I left there and went to my parents' house, it was last Thanksgiving. The bathroom doors in her bathroom were like, pow, 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 really hard. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I said, oh, I must have locked the cat under the cabinet when I went to get toilet paper or something. So I go around the corner. I'm looking from the bathroom door, and I see the cabinets going, pow, 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 pow. I open it. There was nothing in there. It's like she was trying to pull me back into the mirror, I think, in a bathroom situation. So then I'm freaking out. You can ask Beth Allen, because I was calling her going like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you won't believe this shit. I was, my son come running down. What's that noise? And I'm like, you heard it too. Oh my gosh, you heard it. So then, I go to lay down with Liam, and I'm laying on my side on my parents' couch, and I hear Shannon, hey, in my ear. And I'm like, what the hell? I turn my head, and my glass of tea goes flying. And that was right after I left that place. I went to my parents, and that happened. Like, she was trying to, it was weird. It was it was kind of like the Shining kind of crap, seeing that come out of the faucet. And I've seen rust come out of faucets before. This was literally like a red liquid.
Was it thick like blood?
No, it wasn't thick.
Yeah.
It was not thick. That's what I couldn't make sense of it. And I was asking him, like, are you sure that he's like, no. And it was splattered as if regular water drops when you hit the water on you. But you could see the speckles everywhere. And I'm just like, okay, I got to go now. Like, this is too much.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a lot of things that could have caused that. But I mean, like I said, that's a skeptic. I would have to go.
Oh, no, and I hear you.
It could have been some kind of phenomenon. I mean, it could have been something that actually happened. You just don't know.
Yeah, and that's
That's
why I
me.
was kind of weirded out because I'm like, have y'all been doing work on the pipes? Have y'all been doing anything? He's like, no, we haven't done anything. Has this done this before? So I don't know, but it shook me up because I was connecting to her and I had that little tunnel vision into my own pupils kind of
Right.
thing happen. And then that happened. And I'm
Right.
just like, you can't make that shit up. So it was really, 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 really weird. But the cabinets thing, my son was there. He witnessed it. It was just, whew. But, you know, a couple days before I went on that investigation, you can ask Joe de Hoyos this, I was sleeping because I was working nights at the time. And I hear like, I wake up to hear and click, click, click. And I look and I'm laying there and my phone was sitting like on top of my t-shirt towards the roof. And I had taken like 100 pictures, all different, I guess from breathing. I don't know, but to hit the take picture button was on top of the phone, not the bottom. It was facing up. The screen was. And then in the middle of all those pictures being taken, I sent a GPS coordinate, Google GPS coordinate to Joe de Hoyos. That's when I was doing the show with him. And he's like, why did you send me these coordinates? I'm like, what are you talking about? I looked at those coordinates. They were to the stockyards where I was about to investigate. And that's where that place was. So it was just weird. It was just all a big weird thing. So
Sorry.
I love you, Eileen.
Love you, Eileen. Good night, sister. Get some
Yeah,
rest.
she jumped off.
30 blowflies.
Honey, I didn't mean to make fun of your headset or your head.
What are
Why'd you
blowflies?
think
No,
no?
those things hurt my ears after a while.
He feels
So Matt just sent me my
That's what I was,
outro.
man, you know what I was just thinking? That's messed up too. That's like them salad spoons they took in and they put in it and then they get you out when you're getting born. That's what it looked like.
I'm
on you. Them big
curious.
salad spoons that they put on you. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
right. Yeah.
Where they delivering the baby. They put them salad spoons in that woman.
Oh
And they
my
go there.
lord!
What are blowflies?
Huh?
Blowflies?
The
The
big,
flies that blow?
they're
The big black ones.
Those big fat black ones.
Girls, ladies, because
The regular flies get mad at them because the other ones blow. That's what they
Don't listen.
So I'm
To
trying to read the comments and I'm like, what are blowflies? Because I'm curious. The black ones.
Well-
Look that up.
Well, you get a little bit of peanut butter, okay?
So
And you put
anyway,
it on your no spot, and you just
I can. Johnny,
what? They're called blowflies for a
shame
reason.
on you. How
God.
is it there?
we're not gonna that's
so
for dogs,
special.
Scotty. That's for dogs. That's for dogs. You
Oh,
put money on it.
my bad. My
Oh
bad.
my goodness.
There you go, Shannon.
Okay, like those are like in Colorado too, like the big fat ones that like they'll actually bite you.
Like the big
Yeah.
horse flies.
Okay, yeah, but okay, we have those in Colorado. I was so surprised when I moved up there. I'm like, the flies freaking bite here. I didn't know flies would bite. Yeah, that weirded me out. I'm
Sand
like,
flies, them freaking sand flies, them damn deer flies, them little deer flies even bite them little bastards.
Hey, now, interesting fact about flies: they will bite you just before it starts to rain. I don't know why, but for some reason they bite before it rains.
Let's
That
find
says
out.
icy
You
hot
gotta
makes
fill
it
up
one of those
before they
spot
have
tingle
to.
that- It's a bad tingle.
True that, brother. True that. So, by the way, Matt is awesome. If anybody needs an intro outro, hit Matt up.
is that Matt? I haven't talked to Matt in a long time. Hey, Matt.
He just sent me my outro for the show.
Cool.
That's what I was doing. I was watching. And I was like, oh shit.
Hope you and your lady are doing well.
They're getting married, they're making it legal.
Good. Good. Congratulations. Like at the Paracon, right?
You just oh,
See, Joanne knew I was talking about.
Oh, goodness. It's so quiet all the time. It's in my
Yeah.
house.
I looked it up and it said it's basically because when it's time to feed, they want blood, and around rain time is feed time, so
'Cause they
that's
can't
why
get
they
out.
fight for the blood.
They usually hang around dead bodies.
Some of them come from dead bodies, the maggots. It's like,
It's true.
That's what they do. The blue flies leave their eggs, and that becomes maggots, and the maggots become flies.
hmm.
I think all flies leave their eggs that turn the maggots.
The larva.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but usually when it's like a dead body, something like that, it's usually a big blowfly.
Remember the movie The Fly when he's like vomiting on everything? Like, oh, it's so gross.
That was bad.
Jeff Goldblum played that movie so well.
Oh, absolutely. I haven't seen it in decades, but I remember it was pretty, yeah, he did a great job. And then Michelle LeBaron sent me a message today. Remember that? Okay, you know that that video I sent you guys?
Yeah, it was like I was looking at that and Jackie comes walking over my shoulder and I said, what the
I know.
shit?
Sorry,
And she's looking at it and I said, Shannon sent me that. And she said, no, she did not. And I said, the fuck you did. Look, there's her name right there. She sent me that shit.
What are you talking about?
The one with the chicken cutlet.
Oh yeah.
And it's so weird. It's like, what am I watching? This is disturbing. And when that lady comes on and start laughing, I just lost my shit. I'm like, that's too funny. This is not something I would normally share, but I'm going to share it. And I sent it to you guys. So I sent it to Michelle LeBaron. Well, she sent me a video back of Grease 2 where the guys jumping the hurdles on the track. And it was a close up. And I was like, you could see everything coming in and out of the running shorts. And I'm like, that was my favorite movie growing up as a kid. I didn't even know. I'll send it to you guys later on.
Oh, gee, thanks. You can keep that one, thank you.
Well, it's something you can't unsee.
I don't need to see some dude's junk going open, over hurdles. That's
Right.
Don't need to see that.
Why not?
Because I see that shit when I'm climbing into the bathtub. Why I want to see it somebody else? I can see that on my own.
It was funny because it was one of Michelle LeBaron's TikToks that she made, and it made it even funnier. She's hilarious. She is hilarious.
Hey, Christy, I sent you a message.
I saw it. I'll watch it here in a minute.
You'll laugh, dude.
So I want to start planning a trip to go back to Scotland, go back to the catacombs there, and there was so much activity and just you could feel it, ancestral energy in the air. So I want to start. That's I put a post earlier. I want to start talking to a travel agent and get a package where I can pay on it and get something really cool. Maybe get a couple girls together to go or a couple friends. I think it'll be fun.
I think that's like as far as suicide forest. I think Scotland's number 2 on my bucket list to go investigate. I think would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, think about all the heartache and trauma and loss and wrongdoing, everything that happened there. And I've got so much Scottish blood, and being there was insane.
I'm not Scottish. I'm French, but I want to go see the Highlander there.
Yep.
That's the only reason why I want to go. I want to go see the Highlander.
I just want to wear my kilt in Scotland.
I used to wear a billy skirt. I did.
I got a kilt, and I will be wearing it.
I need to get another one. Hey, Greg.
You can wear it in New Orleans.
Hey, Greg.
Bring it to New Orleans. You can wear it.
Well, I have to get another one. I have to get another one.
You can wear a kilt in New Orleans. You can wear whatever you want in New Orleans. You don't have to wear anything in New Orleans. That's on you. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, man. I remember when I was 19 and went to Mardi Gras, I wasn't really wearing much of anything, especially. It's
It's February 21st, I think, this year. They've already started parades and everything.
It's coming. It's
I
coming.
just watched your outro. He did a great job, Scott.
Didn't he?
Oh my God, Matt! If you're still on here, that was amazing. He might have had a little help with some of that footage that he shared.
Oh, I see. All right.
Oh, I'm curious now. Oh my goodness. But
He messaged me and he said, "Chrissy, you got any good photos of Scotty?" And I'm going through my phone. And I'm like, I don't have a whole lot of photos, but I have a crap ton of videos and video clips I can send.
And I was wondering where the hell I was like, how did he get that video? Now I know.
Because I love you. I mean, it turned out great though, didn't it?
It did. It really did.
We gotta wait.
This is who this character is. That character guy is.
Hey.
What's up,
There
everybody?
he is.
You fucking dickhead.
Well, we can. Scotty, do you care if we share it so Shannon can see it?
Yeah, absolutely. Share it out or share it.
Let me.
Hang on.
If Howard's okay with it, this is Howard's show.
What? It's not. It's all of our. Let's get this face though.
That answered your question, now, didn't it? That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can absolutely share it.
I loved whenever he said that both Howard and I went.
Yeah, that look on Howard's face was like,
You done fucked up.
It was at this moment when he knew
he fucked up.
fucked up.
No,
knew that.
Scotty realized
I
he
didn't
fucked
fuck
up when
up.
he told me to do the videos.
No, I knew I was doing something right.
Scotty fucked up when he said, you know, if Howard
Weren't you
showed,
supposed
then
to
that's
help
when-
me?
That's when I knew he fucked up.
Now I'm
then.
scared.
Where's my lip?
I am scared.
Okay, hold tight.
111.
It looks like a Teletubbies commercial.
Fuck yeah, it does. Fucking My Little fucking Pony shit going on.
Habit, if it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9.
on the
If
show.
shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna
Look at that
look back.
motherfucker in the tutus.
Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change.
That is my favorite
Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
I don't know why the peacock at the end, it just seemed right. He just
That
had
was
that
really
look.
good.
God, I wish you had a clip of him going on that stripper pole or attempting to.
That's such a good time.
Hey,
And
and
that was a stripping pole incident.
That was.
I don't
was
think
cool.
I've ever laughed so hard on a podcast. I was like, guys, this is golden. Like, what y'all are doing right now is epic. I was
Don't-
cracking up.
Don't worry, it will probably be that way again this July. So stay tuned. I promise you, stay tuned. Stay
And we'll be coming back,
tuned.
and our correspondent Scotty Too Hottie himself will be at Wetzel again, and he will be bringing us around.
Every year.
Our
Every
man
year,
on
man.
the scene. Our man on the scene.
That was y'all. Yeah, that was greatness.
And I will be taking another gallon of apple pie. Yep. Maybe a couple. And that's why.
Because they yelled at you this year. They said you can't keep the alcohol no more.
Show me your breast. Show me your
Well, see,
boobs.
I will too. Show me your boobs, and I'm hope yeah. But like I took some beer and because I drink craft beer and I took a drink and I'm like, yeah, okay. Threw it in the trash. Grabbed the fucking gallon of apple pie and just went goop goop goop, and that's all she wrote. She's like, that tastes so good. We're getting fucked up tonight.
I can't
But
wait.
that wasn't even the hard part or the bad part. The bad part was when I went to go lay down in my tent, like I forgot my rain cover. It didn't rain, but it was dewy out there. So I'm laying like this, and all of a
Somebody
sudden I
pissed
hear
on you. That's what I'm just saying. Somebody pissed on you.
fucking bloop. I'm like, what the fuck? Bloop. And my buddy Josh said he could hear the water hit my forehead. Bloop. I'm like, motherfucker.
I can't wait for October.
Dude, it's gonna be so fun.
Mm.
Like, you guys have no idea. Chrissy knows what it's like to be around me. You guys don't, but you're gonna be like, fuck, well, he ain't coming back here again. No.
It's a trip.
I was just thinking the same thing about me. Y'all haven't even witnessed the consultant yet.
I'm gonna be in my
I
quilt
witnessed
doing.
you.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna
I
be in my
behave. I behave.
quilt doing a worm. My balls are gonna be smacking the ground.
Scotty's going to be the first one to be put in handcuffs. That's all I'm saying. Whether it be from the police or us trying to tame him.
It'll be his own. It'll be his own. No thanks, officer. I brought my own.
Not the pink fuzzy ones, motherfucker. Leave them alone.
I can just see it now, Scotty. Scotty's getting arrested, and tell me the safety word first, bitch.
My safety word is pineapple juice.
You know what? You know what? This is all I'm going to say, Scotty. You know, if that does happen, we are recording it. We are going to go live, and we are going to mark that moment.
I can't.
What if I go? Oh man, I don't
there's
want to
no
go
videos
down
that
there.
never
I got
happened.
news for all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all better not sleep with your fucking doors. I mean, I don't give a fuck your doors are locked. Just better not let me find out what room you're in. That's all I'm saying.
He's going to get keys to all of our rooms.
I'll be yelling out the window.
No,
Howard!
because didn't you try to go in a room and it was One's room?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
We come in the room. Howard's on the shitter. Hey guys,
Come on in. I don't care.
warmed it up for you.
I don't. Well, yeah, I do live videos and everything. I don't care if somebody comes up. Hell, I'll go to the. Fuck, if there was a toilet on my front porch, I'd shit out there. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how I am.
Howard goes live in each one of our rooms.
I'll be laying next to bed with you, you know. How you doing?
Do you love me?
I'll be like this.
I'll be
Me and Howard,
green glitter.
me and Howard snuggling, going live.
You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe?
Sorry.
Hey Howard, we need to get some like animal masks and lay down in the bed beside each other and go live.
Yeah, but you're saying animal. Yeah, but that's the sad part. I'll bring animal semen, and we'll see who's going to laugh. and laugh.
He'll bring the animal.
Like Johnny Knoxville on Jackass when they fucking use what was that, cow semen and replace it with this lotion. He's rubbing it and going like this all over his face and stuff.
Or semen.
All I'm saying,
Yeah,
is,
fucking great.
Scotty, you're gonna hook my leg, and I'm gonna take it. I'll sit down there and I'll let you go all day, all night on that.
He's just
If
rubbing
you
his
wanna
head.
go for it, but when you go to sleep, when you pass out, I'm gonna film you with a rabbit. I'm just gonna say it, I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna put a rabbit on your ass. I got a rabbit that will fuck anything, and I'm gonna put it on you.
When that rabbit's done, he better realize it's my fucking turn, and I'm going to bring some Viagra.
He's gonna hit it really fast, really hard. He's gonna go eat and just fall off.
How does this go south so fast? Like, how does this go so?
This went way out left.
Oh, I cannot.
Where?
So the story goes.
I'm just saying, y'all better not sleep. You better not let me find out what rooms you're in. That's all I'm saying. I won't go to jail.
I'm going to have much of a choice.
I won't go to jail.
Did you hear Jason?
No, what do you say?
I am not
All
going
I'm
to.
gonna say is I sleep butt naked.
I will not go in Jason and Chrissy's room because last time I went in there, the floors were squishy.
Didn't you say that we painted the walls or something?
No, the
You know
floors
what?
were squishy.
Just because we had some fun does not mean that y'all have to hate on us.
Didn't see him the whole time.
I ain't
They
even
enjoyed
mad
themselves.
at you, girl. Do you? Do you?
Thank you, sister.
He walked in and goes, "Damn, did you guys have a vanilla milkshake?"
No, but I understand that the bedroom is squishy, but when you start walking from the elevator down to the hallway and to the almost like the last room,
You
and
know
as soon as you
what?
step off, you stepping into puddles.
That's
There's
Scotty.
problems in that
I
place.
want to hear it. We had to have fun from the moment we entered the hotel, sir.
And nobody went
I'm just
swimming.
saying.
I'm just saying, nobody went swimming. So you
I don't
explain
care.
that one.
That's okay.
Chrissy with the whip and a fish sandwich.
Steve!
Oh
That's
shit!
right. He just said Ane and Jax went swimming enough for everybody.
Yeah, I've seen them too. That first incident actually happened in Kansas. Everybody knew that about that. In Kansas, shit, I came in. Ane was a day ahead of me, and I went until it was an accident. I mean, I walked up there. They gave me the fucking room key. I'm in there trying to open up the fucking door. I'm jamming on that fucking door, and all of a sudden, Ane opens up the fucking door. There she is in her pajamas. Hey, Howard, want some coffee? I'm like, and then Jackie's standing on there. Now, Jackie, when I said, yeah, I'm going, all right. But no, I was in love, and I was with my woman. I said, no, this ain't right. No.
Hey, Howard, do you want some
Kind of
coffee?
party.
Stop it. Stop it. No. No, stop it. No.
But yet
Stop
you
it.
entered my room with me and Jason. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like
But
you
I
put
had-
yourself in that squishy predicament.
Jackie went in first.
Sit in the decoy.
She went in as tribute.
Yeah.
Jackie went in first.
Oh,
Howard turned his
God.
back and go, down, boy, down. Not yet. Not yet.
You just hear in the dark corner.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot.
Oh, I
That
knew
was a hell
better.
of a weekend. That was a hell of a weekend, and I wasn't even there. I mean, I wasn't able to have fun because I was so worried about the wedding and cooking and getting everything ready for this thing. And I mean, I wasn't able to let my hair down and do anything that I wanted to do. I wanted Jackie to have a bachelorette party. I stayed home and cooked for the wedding. That was my bachelor party. So
That's why I
She
can't
went out.
wait to come down
Same.
early. You know, come down there and spend a couple
her
days
ears
with
were
you.
ringing.
And just
Her ears
chill
were
out.
ringing. She just came out of the bedroom.
Jackie.
Yeah,
So-
same. We'll be down like what 19th to the 22nd.
Say hello.
Yeah.
No.
I plan on being down there the 18th, but the more and more it will get closer, the more I'll get excited. I'll be like, you know what? I'm just going down there for the whole fucking week. Dude, I'm not lying. Like, I'm
Day one.
absolutely excited.
You're talking about the Paracon, right?
They wanted to
Yeah.
see
Yeah, I'm gonna
Scotty
be there
driving
too.
in town.
For a vacation, yeah.
Scotty driving in town, day one. Day two, you see OPP, Orleans Parish Prisoner Number such. Them motherfuckers already locked up.
They're just waiting for him at the border.
Day three, he's on the road picking trash.
God. Stop it.
We pass by. They Scotty having fun yet?
That would be great.
I made some new friends.
Big old guy. Yeah, big old guy going ski ski.
Oh my gosh.
I got a roommate. His name is Boyance.
Ain't nothing about a boy about it either.
He likes to cuddle.
That's so funny. Your water bottle's like,
You be reliving that fucking movie Anaconda in shower scenes. I'm just saying. I don't know who's gonna be Jennifer Lopez or whatever, but it's gonna be that guy. That's special.
Yeah, there's that one.
You me?
I can see that happen. That's
I
bad,
can't.
Scotty.
I can't wait.
Oh shit.
So
That's gonna
when
be a
I-
fun
when
time.
I-
That's gonna be fun.
when I worked at the prison in Miami Correctional, I said Boyance because there was actually a inmate that went by the name Boyance, and he would always try to sneak into his boyfriend's cell, and if you got lucky enough, you could catch him, and
lucky enough.
so you could open the port, take out your pepper spray, and spray it in the room, and then close that port. Oh yeah, it was a good time. Good time.
What is wrong with you?
There's more than eyes fucking burning. I promise you that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Greg, you're right. Out of control. That's what I'm saying. I knew what I was getting myself into. It's actually to be, man.
And I'm the innocent one. I'm like the laid back one. What?
Amy's got a migraine, guys. She needs to go lay down. We were just having a private conversation about it.
Yeah, I was just
Yes,
asking her about
love.
it.
Go lay down. We love you.
Much love, Emmy.
We want you to feel
Go
better.
get some rest. Get
Yeah,
out.
cuddle with that sweet snoring
It ain't
dog.
that. You saw J Mac coming out with his robe undone.
J Mac. You just call him J Mac or Gay Mac?
J Mac. J Mac.
Oh, J Mac.
J Mac.
Okay, you guys. I
J-Mac.
will. I'm sorry, you guys.
Nope.
Shannon, we'll have
Take
to
care of
meet
you.
again on better terms.
Absolutely. And what kind of dog do you have?
The one that's snoring is an English bulldog.
I was wondering, okay, because I heard that. I was like, that is so cute. That is so cute. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it was
You're
nice
lucky
to
you don't
meet you
see
and to
behind
chat
it.
with you for a second. Do I?
Nice meeting you too.
I said, you're lucky you don't see what's going on behind you, behind the scenes, because
I'm lucky I don't see what's going on below your screen, Howard. It's like
Because I'm telling you, there's some shit that goes on. There's some shit that goes on behind her that you know that ain't right. That's just saying.
Bye, Amy. Love
Yeah.
you.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thank
Much
you.
love,
I
Emmy.
love you guys.
Much love.
Good night.
Much love.
Would you stop?
Hi, Jason. We love you long time.
I got $1. Do something to me. It's in quarters too.
Oh shit.
Damn, that's spending big time. I
Make-
usually bring like pennies.
Make it instead of making it rain, you make it sprinkle.
Oh
What are you drinking, Shannon?
Did you see what Gabe?
I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra.
What are you drinking?
Michelob Ultra.
I'm sorry.
I had to
Hell yeah.
prepare myself.
You shut your
Oh,
mouth
nice.
down there, Scotty. I like
I'm not here
I
tonight,
like-
so why not?
Gabe, you're not right. You're not right.
Wait, I want to go to that club.
I
That's-
bet you do.
Hey, that's an idea, Scotty.
What's
Let's go
that?
down. Let's go when we're down in New Orleans. Let's go down to the mortuary. Let's go down to the morgue and see if they'll let us investigate.
Dude, I would be down for that. I will even lay in one of the body shoot
Yeah.
things.
You'll be working
No,
in it.
We're professionals. We talk to dead people all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be working
No,
it
my-
all right.
No, might let somebody forget that I was in there and just fucking walk off. Anybody seen Scotty? Nah, I ain't seen him for a couple days.
He's chilling.
Oh wait, he was in the autopsy.
Seriously, you want to go? You want to go to the mortuary? You want to go
Yeah.
to the mortuary?
Yes,
with the
yes,
actual
I do.
mortuary- The morgue? The morgue?
Yep,
Mhm.
The
absolutely.
actual morgue?
I wouldn't mind going.
Yes.
Like I said, day one, Scotty would be driving into town, and day two,
Mhm.
he'd be Orleans Parish prisoner sign in front of him. Because
I see him with
they
pedal
use.
extenders. So.
They use the inmates to help bodies, to move the bodies and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not
dang.
that dedicated.
No.
I'll be on my honeymoon. I better not.
So are you saying we all got to get arrested to get into the mortuary?
You mean I can't just go in there and take a couple selfies? You fucking smile.
Just make
Bitch,
inmates first?
bitch, you had your eyes closed.
I cannot.
I don't know why I found this so funny. It's disturbing.
What you looking at me?
Just sets up. Is this better? Yeah, it's better. Wait, what the fuck?
Why you so cold?
Greg, day
That's
4,
right.
there would be a tag on his toe.
Right?
People are dying to get in.
Oh, listen.
There's an
I
But
idea.
don't
I was
have
saying
to
that.
be
I was
inmates
telling
to
that to Christy the other day. I mean, there is at the beginning of Canal Street. There's a place called the Mortuary, and it was an actual funeral home and mortuary, and it is truly haunted because it. I mean, it's right in the middle of right behind the backyard. It's cemeteries, big old cemeteries all around this thing, and that time of the year they use it as a actual haunted house, just sort of like what they do at Waverly Hills.
Right.
So you can actually, I don't want to go there and investigate with a bunch of idiots coming, jumping out, going, ooh, you know. I want to get up in there and set some equipment up in that place.
I'm game. Actually, in all seriousness, I do want to do some investigating while we're down there. I definitely do.
I'm going to investigate Howard's leg.
I bet you are.
I'm going to shave it too, that one side.
Fuck yeah.
Not me. He's gonna earn it.
Smooth.
I guess. Ooh, I like earning it. I'm short. I'm sneaky.
You just start walking, and all of a sudden,
What the fuck? Ugh, I got the early shit. Fuck. Hey. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, hey.
You feel better?
I do. I had to go potty.
Yeah, you did. I hope you washed your hands.
I did. I'm pretty quick.
Okay, I just want to make sure because you were like,
We heard.
Well, my allergies, like my nose is like driving me
What
nuts. Oh my gosh, I can't with you.
what's that? What's that smell?
It's loving.
Ooh, yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
You guys.
No,
They're like,
I got
we
it.
can't. You and I can't do a show together, Matt. We would get done so fast.
And we can make new accounts.
Day 20 would be our 20th account.
Why you think
Hell,
the
I already-
show's on so late at night?
I already have 5 YouTube channels, so
Good Lord.
Dude,
good
I got
fucking,
us the name.
good
Mad
fucking
Dog and Slut Boy.
Who's who?
I could be Mad Dog, you be Slut Boy.
Okay, that's fair.
Look at Shannon, she's like, what the fuck? We don't know, we just talk.
I'm already known as the podcast whore, so might as well.
Mm. I'm a podcast virgin.
Dominatrix hour. You could be hot stuff, and you could be glimpy.
Hot stuffing.
Make it like a children's programming. Make it more like children. Glimpy instead of the gimp. Just make it glimpy.
Hey, what are you doing, Shannon? What are you doing?
I'm trying to clean my glasses.
Oh,
Is that all right with you?
No, I thought you was fixing your bra.
She thought she was doing this.
You were so off.
Yeah.
I thought she was doing that, Shannon.
I thought she liked the name. She
No,
was like,
this.
If she was doing it that low, I mean, she's got problems. I'm just saying. I mean,
Oh, I guess you could. Yeah, I guess I see where you're coming from. I guess, but there we go. That's better. I can see better. So no, I'm not.
I don't blame you. Look, see, I got my glasses right there.
I have mine right here on my face.
The art
on the table.
makes the difference. I sleep with mine all the time. They're either pushed back on the top of my head and I fall asleep, or I'm sleeping with them. So, but
Oh, I
luckily they're
should break
hinged
them.
and everything, and they're fine.
oh,
But I
that's
couldn't find them
nice.
tonight. I was looking everywhere. I was like, because I have 3 pairs, but these are just I'm more comfortable with these. I looked everywhere right before the show started. They were underneath my chair. I was like, fuck. What are they doing down there?
I have another pair that I wear, but I don't wear them that often because these are my older ones. And since all I do is work like 7 days a week, I'd rather wear these. So if they get scratched up, it's no big deal. Rather than wear the other ones that cost me like $500. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I just have these in my prescription sunglasses. That's it. I don't really fucking care. They
Yeah,
get scratched, whatever.
I don't have prescription sunglasses. I do have prescription safety glasses.
I have those.
So that way, when I'm up in the tree cutting, when I go up in the bucket to cut a tree, I'm cutting the limb and not my fingers, which I've done twice.
Which is a limb.
Wrong limb.
Right? Oh.
I got glasses. I don't wear them though. I wear them when I'm driving. That's about it. Sometimes, if I'm feeling lucky, I won't wear them.
You're
Chrissy needs glasses to wear when she drives. She's a fucking maniac.
She needs a periscope when she drives.
I do have glasses that I usually wear when I'm driving.
So where have y'all
You have a-
investigated lately? Have y'all been out investigating? I mean,
Not yet.
Since
I'm-
August.
Yeah,
It was
I
going
I got
quick.
3 more I got to do. I got 3 more investigations coming up.
Yeah, my last one was with Chrissy, my last two that I've done is with Ben Chrissy and them. We did the Bell Mansion and we did Mrs. Cinewall.
I remember Bell Mansion when y'all went there. Yeah,
Dude,
it's been a while for y'all too. Yeah,
it's a nice place. I mean, it really is.
I got 3 residentials I got to do.
I ain't got shit.
I got a residential on the 10th, and then that abandoned hospital on the 11th. And the residential in Dangerfield is a non-disclosure, but I'm excited about that one too. But yeah, I'm ready. Like I'm totally ready.
I'm hoping to get to either the Hinsdale House or the USS Wisconsin in May. Hoping.
Gabe, did you die when you rode with me? Did you die?
That's the question. Did you die?
God. We weren't even on a highway. We were here in town. It was several of us from work going for coffee.
I've seen Chrissy drive. She drives good. You don't see much of Chrissy, but she drives good. I mean, when I was behind me, she got that red hair like that. That shit was coming down, and all you saw was this much. And then I thought for sure fucking Chucky was chasing me down.
I cannot help it.
And I
Good
was
night,
like,
Greg.
what the fuck, man? That scared the shit out of me, man.
Night, brother.
Good night, Greg. That scared the shit out of me. I thought Chucky was chasing me on the causeway. There ain't no way but going straight, and you got try to outrun him. And I am in my Volkswagen Passat, and this thing's coming up on my ass like a sports car, you know. And it was like a green bomb with a red-headed little Chucky doll behind the wheel, and that's all
Thrill
you
of the
saw.
wheel driving, yeah.
That's all you saw was just about that much of hair.
Whatever.
I thought for sure it was a dead man. It's just a movie. It's just a fucking movie. No, it ain't a movie.
Howard, I need some live Spanish moss.
I know. Well, who else? Someone else wanted some. Oh, I was going to send some with Crystal and Tim Kohler, and I was going to go pick. I think we're going to go pick garbage bags of that stuff, man.
I need to make tar water.
Yeah.
I'm out. I've got 1.5 bottles. Like I'm getting low.
They got a lot of that shit around right now. They go to the cemetery. You want cemetery moss? Or you want from the
that would actually help. Yeah, if you got it from the cemetery, that would be great. But it needs to be live.
So I'm pulling it off a fucking tree. Yeah.
No, but from the cemetery though. You know what I mean?
It'll crawl out the back.
Like decorative in a package box moss, but like actually, yeah, live. That would be great. I'll pay you for it.
I'm pulling it out of the tree and throwing it in a garbage bag, and there you. Well, when you come down here, just make sure you got a big enough freaking couple of bags. We'll fill up a couple of garbage bags for you.
Well, then it'll just get moldy and nasty at that point. I just need enough to make a batch at like a couple 5-gallon, one 5-gallon bucket of the tar water. So I need to make some more. So
that's enough for where the squirrels run up and down the tree and knock it down.
Yeah, I need about a gallon Ziploc baggie full to the max, or like 2 that aren't over impacted. I need it, and I only take it from Louisiana because that's the best place to get it from. So
I'll get it out of the cemetery.
Yeah, that would be awesome, please, and thank you. Make sure you have some intent when you get it too. Ask the spirits to put their energy into it.
All right, there, Scotty, brother.
Scotty, there he is. You leaving?
Yeah, I got to work in the morning, and I got to make sure my laundry's done for work. So I work 2 jobs, so I got to be up at 6.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
2 jobs, and he's got 1 pair of underwear. He's got to make sure they clean for tomorrow.
I don't even have street clothes anymore. All I got is work clothes. So. But Shannon, I would love to have you on my podcast. So.
I would love to go there. Like, I can't wait to see it. I'm like, this is going to be interesting. Absolutely.
A good topic for Monday.
I want to bring all you guys on one night.
Gabe, shame on you. That is a lie, sir. Your fingers is not bleeding.
I believe it. I believe it.
Being in full effect.
That shit be scaring the shit out of me, man. I see her coming.
Whatever.
I love you guys, man. Have a good night.
Good
Much
night,
love, brother.
Scotty. Have a good day at work
Good night,
tomorrow,
good night,
dear.
Scotty.
Oh yeah, I will.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.
We love you.
Yeah, if they're not if they're not dug into the dashboard of the car, then they're walking in and she's ruining many a hotel 4 rooms.
Shut up. Jason rode all the way down there and all the way back with me and did fine.
Oh, the car.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh yeah, talking about the car. Oh.
I already know how y'all are. I don't even have to.
Yeah, we
It's not a
feel that way.
secret. It's
It's
not a
not
secret.
You know, I asked Mackenzie, I said, so how are you going to handle 19 hours in the car with me? She goes, if I have to push you out, I will. I went, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm so happy to hear that news.
Thank you.
Lord.
I done that shit after 4 hours with Jackie in the car. I wanted to get her out. I wanted to dump her out in Shreveport. No, in Alexandria.
You know what's
And
funny?
I had
She doesn't know
15-hour drive. So that'll tell you how that trip went.
I got 19. She don't know it yet, but when we're there at the JP and she says I do, and he says I now pronounce you blah blah blah, I'm gonna look at her and go, you fucked. Now the real me comes out. Let's go to New
I'm gonna
Orleans.
say the same thing about her. She's gonna probably say
How long
the
have
same
y'all
thing
been
about her.
together?
You're fucked.
It'll be 6 years this year.
Oh, it's time then. Yeah, awesome. Good.
Well, we've already been through the ceremony part of it. We just legally haven't gotten married.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had a hand fasting in Scotland, and it wasn't legal, but it was traditional. So that kind of, because his mother was the Stuart and his dad was Bellamy. He was very Scottish as well. Like he was very, very Scottish. And so if by tradition that tied me to the Stuart and the Bellamy family. So that was cool. I can wear their tartans and kilts if I want. So
Well, for us, it was my aunt. She was having real bad health problems. Her cancer was coming back. And the one thing that I really wanted was for her to see us get married.
yeah.
She really loves Mackenzie. And when I found out we weren't sure how long she had left, I went up to Mackenzie's work and I said, "Do you still want to get married?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "How's next week?" And she goes, "Excuse fucking me." And I said, "I'll throw it together. You don't have to pay for anything. It'll all be done."
That's sweet. That's
We
sweet.
have a serious question for Shannon.
Oh boy.
Adventures with Beth. Yeah. Wants to know, what is tar water?
Okay, so tar water. That house that I was living in, hence the show that Ghost from My Life, it was really, really bad. And I was pulling at any strings I could to try to figure out what the hell was going on. I learned a lot. That's what really engulfed me into the paranormal field so much, was living there, trying to figure everything out. But I was watching Amy Allen one night, and she was talking to, the Dead Files, at the end of the show, she's like, tells people they should stay or go and what can help them. And she started talking about tar water. She goes, it'll get rid of the nasty and the ugliest of energies. And I'm like, okay, so let me do some research. And so I did some research, and there's so many like different variations on how to make it. So I just kind of collected what meant and resonated with me. So basically, I collected cemetery water from a prayer fountain, the stagnant prayer fountain. What's going on?
They don't hate her, but they make fun of her because they say one eye is going one way and one eye is going the other, and she's always staring.
Oh, Amy Allen.
Over there, like,
I think she's amazing, and she's usually spot on.
Yes.
They make fun of her, and I'm trying to be serious. And Adventures with Beth, I'm sorry.
I think you see the
Oh, you're good. I was like, okay, what the fuck is so funny?
I know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm like, am I missing my teeth? Okay, I got you. No, and so I gather, from all the different recipes and way to do it, I kind of took what resonated with me. So I needed part of its water. Well, you can get cemetery water. So I went to actually with my best friend, he just passed, he actually went with me to scout out. We drove from cemetery to cemetery, long drives trying to find a place. Well, out in Azle, Texas, is a place called Azelland. They had a prayer fountain that, for when people go to see their family, they can go pray by the fountain. Well, the fountain was kind of stagnant. So I took that cemetery water, and when I was collecting it, I asked spirit and angels to help. Told them the reason why I was collecting it. I put a lot of intent. So I got that water from there, but live Spanish moss, pine tar, which is very stinky, and holy, quote unquote, holy water. It don't have to be holy water, and then you put them in a big bucket and you stir it up and you put all your prayers, intent. It takes supposedly 2 weeks to make it. I take 2 months because I keep opening it and I put those prayers and I stir it into it and I stir it and I stir it. And then, so basically what you do with it is, it's really hard to extract the actual just water, not all the nastiness out of it, but you can see it's kind of a little bit brown, but it stinks. So you can put like a dropper full in your mop water. You can put like a couple drops in your bath water. It gets rid of negative energy. It really, really works really good if your intent is right. I put a lot of intent into making it. So if you're using it, if you use your intent right, it's really, really effective. And I'm really proud of it. I've had a lot of great feedback by it, but you can put, like just like salt, or, like you can go each corner of the room and put it in there, put one in the middle and just kind of walk bad energy out and stuff. So it's worked for me. It got to a point where when August, September, when I was going through all the stuff I was going through, I would just literally put a cup, drop here, drop here, drop here, put a little dropper full in my hand and just shake off the negative energy. So that's what it's for, is just try to just shake off negative, dark energy. So,
that's cool.
When you come to Louisiana, I'll bring you to the cemetery. It's going to be on this side of the lake, and we'll actually get you some water out of a crypt.
Okay. No, now you're talking. You're speaking my language.
I mean, no, I know it's a crypt that actually I've reported it already because there's some vandals when they haven't repaired it and it don't look like they're going to repair it anytime soon. It's a damn shame, but you can see when they buried in the ground here, because we live on the North Shore, we're above sea level. In New Orleans, they're below sea level.
Right.
So over here, you can bury them in the ground, but somebody busted the top. You know how they got the cement top on it? Well, somebody must have cracked it, and you can actually see inside where they have the metal sheathing that covers the coffin. That was pulled apart, and you can actually see the coffin. And it's an old grave now, and you can actually see the wood fibers from the coffin. So there's actually the body right there.
Right.
And it's filled with water. It's always saturated there. So we can get some of that water if you want, and then we can get some
that would be really cool. I would like to collect that myself personally, though, because if that's the situation, I'd
that's
want
what I'm saying. I can bring you there and let you collect it.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be really awesome. I would love to do that, actually, because like I said, every bit of intent, every background, and it just really, really helps. So especially when you're working with different types of energies, and like I said, that's why I take 2 months to do it, is because I put so much intent. Prayers, I ask energy, I ask angels, everything, like, hey, this is going to be used to help people that are dealing with something really dark. Can you put your energy?
There's some dark shit in that cemetery now. I'm gonna tell you that now. There is dark stuff that's in that cemetery, because there's one. It's the same. It's a small cemetery. It's the Mandeville Cemetery, and in that cemetery is actually the girl. Mandeville Cemetery.
Mandeville.
Mandeville. Mandy. Mandeville. Ville Cemetery, and one of their spirits that's there is and we was doing a documentary on him, is Faith Hathaway, and like I said, it's a small cemetery, and Faith Hathaway was the one, the Willie boy. And actually, the movie Dead Man Walking was inspired from that story, where he killed Faith Hathaway, and he was on death row in Angola. And that's where that whole thing comes with Sean Penn and Susan Sarandon, I believe it was. But that's the girl he murdered, and she's in there. And we did a documentary on that, and we started on hers, and we was doing an Estes method in that cemetery. And when we was asking questions, we had one of our investigators all of a sudden freaked out, threw off the blindfold and everything, and you can hear it through the headphones. Loud as day, growling. It was something growling, and it was the Willie guy. He's still haunting her, even in death, still tormenting this girl. So I mean, I got so pissed off at him, I was going to go to the cemetery where he's buried at, which is about 25 minutes north from here, and exercise his ass. But we was
Yeah.
going to do the whole thing. We was going to do the whole thing. We was going to do her cemetery plot, then go to the murder site, and then actually then go to his cemetery site, his grave site, and see what we get for EVPs and everything. And we were starting off good, but all of a sudden, you know, I got swamped with everything else. So we had to cut the documentary. It's on hold for now. So
I got to up in shit, what state is that now? We went through so many states that trip. We went to the Conjuring House and Lizzie Borden's and all that stuff in Newport, but with Chrissy Grissom and Timothy J. I forgot his last name. I'm writing them. Damn, he's a good friend of mine. You ever do? It's 11:11. That's funny. So I'm trying to look at my phone. Timothy J. Dalton. Oh my gosh! But we went inside and the tour and all that stuff of Lizzie Borden's house, and then we went to the cemetery, and then we went to the home that she got after she was exonerated, whatever. And I don't think I've ever witnessed a better like spirit box session as we did there at the cemetery. It was insane. The answers we were getting with like obvious difference in what does he have, a DDR 360, what the hell you call it. Yeah, that was amazing up there. That was crazy to be able to go all places. I'm gonna love to film all of it. What's going on? Beth, my baby.
I feel left out.
She loves you too. We're just more special.
Call me later,
Howard.
Beth.
Howard, do you know what that deserves?
You know what? You know what? I got you. I got you.
3-on-1.
You know what?
I
Between
can't see
me,
shit.
Shannon, and Beth, we got y'all. We got y'all. I
I want
promise.
to find out.
That's right. And if we don't, I'm gonna get some tasers and we'll just take care of it all.
I'm an electrician. That's foreplay.
Well, I say, don't threaten you with a good time.
I'll bring my own.
I keep telling Jason, I'm gonna get a taser and I'm gonna use it on you.
that shit's so numb downstairs.
Oh my
Hey, that might be. It might
Chrissy,
make it
oh my
flutter.
gosh, hold on. I got you.
Hit that shit with the paddles, and you'll just see it. You hit it with the paddles, it might go, and that's it. That's all you're going to get out of it. That's it.
Wake up,
That's
little
all I'm
guy.
saying.
Wake up. Wake up, Claire.
Oh yeah, I did send it to you about the vibrator and the taser.
Yeah. Oh,
That was
Lord.
funny. I sent that to you because you're my toy dealer. So
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was watching that clip you sent me, and it was like that poor guy. He was shaving that poor woman, and all of a sudden that thing come falling down on him. I was like,
the funny part, I was traumatized watching. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And then when I saw that lady laughing, I'm like, I watched it probably 100 times, and I was cracking up. I'm like, this isn't something I would share, but I'm sharing this, like, because I still don't quite get that, but it was funny. It was weird.
Gabe, I have it.
We're at the
listen,
live.
with the question mark. Chrissy will go from a question mark to an exclamation mark.
okay, this is what Beth says. She's serious about this. Some of this stuff she's asking some serious questions. How would you use the outdoors? Because this is in my backyard, and what she's talking about is this comment she made earlier. She may need to do some research on that because I have something nasty here, and it actually threw her roommate, and it broke her wrist.
Well, Beth, the big question is this: have you had paranormal investigators out there to find out what is there?
I think she's in Australia, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a couple people I know in Australia.
Yeah, because you don't have to be inside of a building to get crazy, scary activity for sure.
But you do need people who know what they're doing and who have experience, who can pinpoint what's there before you try to resolve it yourself. You need to have people who know what they're doing there to find out.
I always say, like, when you're dealing with energy or spirit, it's like each one has their own fingerprint, their own identity, their own quote unquote like your spiritual DNA. And so to be able to know how to deal with it, you need to know a background. You know what I mean? Kind of understand what the situation is. So you're definitely right, Chrissy.
She said, me and my roommate do investigating, which is okay. So how long have you been investigating?
We're just curious, Beth.
Yeah.
We're just curious.
This is the paranormal investigators and all of us asking these pinpointing questions. That's right. Parathug for life, Beth. Why are you laughing, Howard? I already said that. I told Jason that. You weren't paying attention. Get your whole self together. My vagina
being a
is not
serious
a question mark. Stop it. Listen, Shannon, you listen.
That's the Riddler.
Showed the entire podcast world my ass and the outline of my vagina while he was live with Howard.
And it looked like a question mark.
I was in a row.
It went viral.
I'm just saying.
It went oral then viral.
So now she is known as the Riddler.
Shut up, Howard. Damn it.
Jason is Batman.
I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm happy to
Where is he?
I am. Thank you for having me on because
you can track me on my phone. I can't hide from him. Even when I try to, hell, when we was down for Howard's wedding, I hid in the closet in the hotel room thinking he'd go looking for me. What does he do? He calls my phone and it starts fucking ringing. I'm like, damn it.
He's like, put in the closet.
Mackenzie would do that shit. I'm gonna hide. Turns her phone on loud.
But now, since we've been living together, I mean, we can map one another on Google Maps. He can always see my location.
Well, it could be worse. You
You're
could
like,
call the phone and just hear.
The Riddler's in the closet. I see it. The Riddler's in the closet. It's a big question mark.
Stop it. I can't. Beth says she's gonna call you tomorrow, Shannon. Just so
okay,
you know.
Mama, no worries. I love you. That's all I wanted to say is I love you.
Oh shit!
Nothing more, nothing less. I just love you.
October is gonna be fun.
Oh,
I can't wait.
Okay, back to her questions. Okay. Listen, Adventures with Beth, I am so sorry, but this we derail like all the time. Howard, what the fuck is so funny?
Because I'm picturing all these fucking fight scenes with the Riddler and Batman.
Utility bell is just filled with adult toys. Adult toys and lube.
The grappler is something.
I cannot.
My dick of justice.
I cannot. Let's get back to Beth's questions. Deep breath. Back to seriousness.
I'm crying.
Back to
cool.
I know that I'm funny, but back to seriousness.
I got images.
She said, oh goodness, many years, and the same with her. We both have lived with paranormal in our lives, but this has us stumped. You know I'm serious because I'd normally be oh yeah.
Honestly, Beth, me personally, I have a rule about investigating my own home.
That's
because it kind of it's a conflict of interest. So maybe see if you have anybody another team that's near you. See if they'll come in.
Yeah,
that's true. That's so true. That's what stirred the shit up in that house that I lived in was me diving so deep and trying to figure it out. Because I asked Nancy Orlin Weber because I want a free 30-minute. She's that psychic detective. I want a free 30-minute session with her. And the very end of it, I said, I have a question. What happened that day when I was in the shower and I was hearing scuffling and moving around and like I heard something, and then the next thing you know, like my back door had big holes in the, we've talked about, I think before I've talked about those holes that were it was an old 50s French door, and some of the panes had plexiglass instead of glass, But when you kick plexiglass, it fractures. It doesn't. These were almost perfect circles in 3 of them. And I was like, what was that? What is your opinion? Because I know it wasn't natural. She's basically said it's mostly like a PK manifestation. My trauma and fear of what I was going through created that kind of energy. Because nothing was stolen. It was at Christmas time. Nothing in the house was missing. And yeah.
That's why they always tell you. That's why we always tell you don't investigate your own home. They recommend you not to investigate your own home.
No, and that's the thing is I did so much trying to figure it out. I made it worse. Honestly, I don't fuck around with that.
Just feeding it. That's basically what you was doing.
I'll get stuff out of here now because I do it differently. I don't investigate it. Like I know you're there and you got to go. You got to go.
So Beth, 2 things. First of all, where are you at? Where are you from? And second, if it's outside, my best suggestion is take some obsidian and clear quartz and put them on the 4 corners outside of your home. Yep.
I'm gonna get you some
too.
Yeah.
Camphor works good too.
North Carolina, look up Crossover Paranormal Society.
I've heard of them.
They're a real good friend. They're real good friends of mine. Tell them paranormal consultant set you over. It's run by a guy named Jonathan Myers. He's in my community.
Mine was
my little community. His family. So yeah, he chat with him. If not, there's at least 4 or 5 other people close by that I trust with my life.
Sorry, I had to take a bathroom break.
You're fine.
Or 2 were good.
Or Beth, I don't know if you have a Facebook, but I have a page. It's P3 Family. Looks like that. Go on there and ask for Jonathan Myers. He'll get with you.
Cedar leaves in the window seals.
Yeah, they're a good one.
Rick does.
Pine needles.
But that's for living.
Pine needles work well too. I use pine needles sometimes with oak smoke. Like I burn oak and smoke them. Mm-hmm. That works really well too.
That white oak shavings works good.
Actually, birch. You get some white birch.
Would you call me?
That too. But no, you put some pine needles on some white birch, and you burn that shit, and you smoke it.
Sage is bad. Sage, you don't want to use sage until the end. Sage is.
Can I tell you something about my opinion with sage?
Sure.
Or not my opinion, what I've heard other people say. I've heard people that are Native American and other people say that like a lot of people are so quick to use sage.
I'm dizzy.
But Native Americans use sage to bring the spirits in.
Right.
And there's ceremonies and stuff. It's all about intent. It's all about intent, period.
Exactly. That's what I was
all about intent. And I get that. But I did a sweat lodge. I had to leave. I asked to leave, and they're in a sweat lodge. You have to be invited to go into a Native American sweat lodge. It was up in Colorado. I was so honored, but you can't. It's like the woman was speaking to me. She was just like kept talking about you can't cross moons, and they consider if you're on your cycle to be a moon. So if you're in here during the moon, you can't be here. And I'm like, fuck, she knows. So I had to crawl around people. Excuse me. I was so awkward and I was so sad.
What kind of sweat lodge was this again?
A Native American one that I was invited to. I'm sorry, I don't remember the tribe, but I feel so bad.
There's some sweat lodges in Louisiana.
Well, my friend Lisa Camarillo calls me her moon sisters because it was called your moon. And Native American, they call it your being in your moon, and you can't cross those ceremonies. They consider being on your cycle a moon, and it's a ceremony. And so I had to leave, and I'm not like going, oh, excuse me. I was able to experience like 10 minutes of the ordeal. My friend was in there over an hour, and so I'm sitting at these actually a few hours, and I'm sitting there at these people's house, which had to be like 300 yards away because you can't even be close to it. Right. And I'm just sitting there waiting, and she came out. That was moving and awesome, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear about it. Like I'm dealing with my moon. I have my own ceremony to cry about. But no, like I really, really, really wish I was able to do that.
Yeah.
And I want to get the opportunity again. I just didn't know like what to expect or anything like that. But like, how did she know that like that woman was speaking to me? Like she knew but she wasn't going to say it. And so I was like, yeah, you got me. I'm walking out. I didn't get that in the memo not to come today, but it was really cool. Like I really highly respect, it's so weird. I feel so drawn to Native American energy, even though it's not in my bloodline. I have a long history of our family coinciding and connecting. There's a book called, my uncle, like he's my uncle, great someone in my history was, they called him Coho Smith because he was held captive by an Indian tribe, and they like hit him with the machete and they maimed him. Well, Coho means maimed. So then he went to stay with the Cherokees. He married a Cherokee woman. He lived his life with them, and he wrote his journal got published and everything. So I have a long history of my bloodline being connected to Native Americans, even though it's not in our bloodline.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool because, like, my grandmother, when my camper got stolen, I don't know if y'all knew me then. I lost my shit when my camper got stolen, and the main reason was when my grandmother passed away. It's been about 10 years now. The Kiowa Indian tribe in Florida the chief had made and given my grandmother a medicine bag. And when she passed away, that was the one thing that was passed on to me because I'm kind of spiritual.
Right.
That was very sacred to me. And it was in my camper when it was stolen. And that killed me.
That makes sense. It
just killed me.
You recovered it, right?
Oh, yeah. With all my stuff gone. It was so funny. My banner, not this one, my other one, was wrapped up in the box still behind the couch, or it would have been gone too. I felt so violated because everything I owned, all my event stuff was gone, equipment, all kinds of stuff. Like, everything was gone. But the thing is, I had just put it in storage for a few months because I needed my converter fixed. It's like weird. I'm offering you honest money to fix it while nobody was coming through. It just, after like 3 times someone's supposed to come service it, it didn't happen. I said, okay, I'm putting it in storage. I got a roommate with Lauren Gonzalez. But I found someone that was going to buy it. I made them a damn great cash deal because they were good friends of mine. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go down before you get them. Don't give me the money yet. Let me go down and get all my stuff out of it first. And, because they were going to buy it unseen just by pictures. And when I pulled I was actually talking to that ex-idiot on the phone. I'm like, I have to let you go. It's gone. Like, when I pulled in, it was gone. It was just gone. Somebody had stolen it. And I knew it was meth related. I knew it wasn't. Come to find out, a meth head had stolen it because I didn't have a lock on the thing. But like, security cameras like only go back 7 days in a long-term facility that's supposed to be set. Anyways, it was messed up. But when I got a roommate, when I put, it was $160 a month to put that camper under that just little sheet of metal as a canopy. And I did that so it wouldn't ruin the top. I thought, well, why not just use it as a storage unit? So all the stuff I wasn't wanting to keep in the house with Lauren, I put inside there. So all that stuff was gone. 75% of my clothes, all my, oh my gosh, the memories of my kids, their umbilical cords, their pictures, all that weird stuff that you save, all of it was gone, just gone. So
that sucks. Did you try like the local pawn shops and stuff like that after the fact?
I found them. My place was shared on like 300 something groups alone within like a couple days. And then when I found out who he was, I called him out. The family member of who stole it wanted to be anonymous at that point and was like, hey, my cousin stole your shit. Here's a picture of it. I'm like, that's it. He's like, yeah, you acted like some lady that I can't remember what kind of repo lady or whatever was sold it real cheap and he bought it. Anyways, it was just stupid. And I had to go to court. I got charged $700 to get it back for the repo fee. Even though it was mine, it was stolen, like all kinds of crazy stuff. So, but when I found out who it was, and he was a drug addict, and I went fucking like crazy, blasted him and all in that old area, everything. And it was like, he's like, you don't fuck with meth heads. They a little crazy, but I didn't care. I was mad and I wanted, but I also did a video saying this, like, you know what? If I don't get none of my stuff back, maybe he'll go to jail and get help and get off drugs. You know what I mean? If anything can come out of this, maybe that's the best possible outcome. Not getting my stuff out, not getting my stuff back, not getting my memories, not getting my heirlooms, not getting my medicine bag. If it meant that this person goes to jail and turns his life around, 'Cause he had 2 daughters, 2 little daughters. I'm like, if anything good can come out of it, that would be my potential outcome, is for him to get help.
That's a good way of looking at it.
You're a good woman.
You have to. Like, people go down, like, I mean, in my late teens for a while, I'll be honest, I was curious. I dabbled with meth for about 6 months or longer. So I was just curious. And so I've tried different things in my life.
Yeah, that's a scary highway. I mean, I know what you're saying, because my daughter fought addiction. My daughter fought
it don't
addiction,
make you less of a human. Even like I'll just say a relative. I'm not going to say who, or someone close to me. Most of their adult life, since 16, has been battling a very serious addiction. Been good and clean now for 7 years, thanks to the prison system. But this time got help psychologically. He's good now, but he's not any less of a person. But that person, when he was during addiction, I didn't want to be around. I didn't want to know. I couldn't stand that person. Didn't mean I didn't love him, that he didn't deserve to get away from it.
Also, Shannon, the also thing you have to look at also, and like I said, my daughter she battled addiction. She did. She started smoking grass, a little weed here and there, and then she started with coke, and she got into some meth, and she got scared. She thought she was going to get hooked on meth, and she came to me and asked me to help her, and I did. But the thing you have to ask yourself is, why did they do that in the first place?
I don't mean to cut off. I don't mean to cut off, Howard, but I got to get going. Wicked Consultants got a hold me. But much love to everybody. Shannon, be in touch. Be in touch. And Howard, I'll be available for Petrie this week if you want. So,
thank you, Gabriel.
Much love, guys.
Much love.
Much love,
Good
brother.
night, Matt.
Bye.
Night, all.
And that's one of the questions you have to ask yourself, is if they're battling an addiction. He's froze.
Well, such a lovely face. Only a mother could love.
But they usually it's not just addiction, but they taking these drugs to help them cope with something. It's self-medicating themselves.
It ease something in them, and then
And that's one of the things. I mean, that's what I looked at when I was passing through the city, and I seen a mother that was actually homeless. And when I saw her, a lot of people say, "Well, that's a drug addict. She got pregnant because she had sex for drugs or whatever." Okay, that might be the case. You don't know, but the thing is, why is she there in the first place? And 9 times out of 10, she's self-medicating for something. She could have been abused when she was younger. She could have been traumatized by something. It could have been anything. And
she might have had a going out with her family, like her and her family had a big just end of whatever, and she had no one to turn to, and the people that were showing her kindness were people that were using, and you get caught up in that world because that's only comfort you have are these people, and then you start doing these drugs together. They're providing them. You're not even have to pay for them, kind of crap, and you get sucked in that way. I've seen it so many times of people getting caught up in this world because they have nothing or no one to turn to. You don't just all of a sudden go, I woke up today and I think I'm going to go be a drug addict. I think that's what I want to venture. I want to have that experience and see how it works for me.
I just want to smoke me a whole bunch of crack. It doesn't work that way. No,
it does not work that way.
No, it's because they somebody self-medicate. It's like alcoholism. I mean, you start drinking and it becomes a disease, and you become an alcoholic.
Well, and that's just it, though. Addiction is an illness, and a lot of people look at people who have drug addiction, alcohol addiction, whatever it may be. They look at it as, well, they chose to be that way. No, they didn't. Maybe some of their choices could have been different to prevent it. However, in that moment, they didn't have that choice or didn't feel like they had the choice. So
lots of times you can't afford the medications that are out there for you to get that type of help, and it's cheaper to go get it.
There's so many different scenarios. There's scenarios,
and they're self-medicating for that mental illness because whatever it is, they want to kill that pain, to kill that thought, to kill whatever it is that's hurting them emotionally or even physically. And that's the key in that moment.
That's why I partied for a few years, was because my family and I, we had a falling out. I wasn't connected to no one, and I was hurting bad. And I was around a group of people that were good people, but they were going through addiction too. And they weren't over the edge or anything, but that's where it all started. And we all just were around each other being supportive, but happened to be using drugs too. I'm lucky I got away from that. It was decades ago. But and this is what happens to people. It's like they don't decide to hurt and have pain. And the people that come, a lot of dealers take advantage of that crap too. Of someone needing somebody.
I'll give you a prime example. I was an alcoholic. I was an alcoholic for 24 years. 24 years, I was a full-blown alcoholic. And it started with me when I was a child. I was just major depression and stuff like that. And I drank myself. Right. And that was my best friend. Now I've been sober since January 11th, 2010, I've been sober. So that's how long I've been. And I'm still consider myself an alcoholic. Even though I don't drink, I still consider myself an alcoholic. It's an ongoing battle. It's always a battle.
You're a recovered alcoholic. You never are healed. You're in recovery, and that's the same way with drug addiction. Once you become an addict, you're always an addict, but that doesn't mean that you continue to take it. You can recover.
Nicotine. I'm telling you, that's probably one of the hardest things I've seen on people. That is the silent killer. The silent, like working with him, the profession that I'm in, it's just like that's why I'm vaping a little bit and I'm phasing myself off that. But like, man, like so many people, it's like they know it's killing them and they still quit. It's like
alcoholism is the number one killer of addictions, which people don't realize that, but it is.
Like one of the more, it's so norm for people to smoke. It's phasing out a little bit. It's not as cool anymore, whatever, but
it's norm for people to drink too.
No, I hear you, but I'm saying the hardest thing I've ever had to do was not smoke a cigarette every 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's outside of the cold.
And it's not just because tobacco is addictive. It's because of what the stuff that the cigarette companies put
accelerants and all that crap in there. Yeah, and all the junk in it. Yeah.
Pure tobacco is not addictive. Pure tobacco is not addictive.
American Spirits. I think that was so easy for me to quit because I've been smoking American Spirits.
Yep.
It was just like, literally, I've had them sitting on the bar and I finally said, I got to get rid of them. They're obviously not tempting me, so let me get rid of them. So if I run out of my vapes and stuff, I didn't want to have the temptation, but I proved it to myself. Like, I got this. I have so got this finally. And I'm doing it not just for myself and my family and my kids, but also for the patients that I work with. It's just like, how can I talk to people when I'm coughing all the time and I'm sick all the time, got pneumonia all the time, because I have, I'm sorry, as I'm trying to talk to someone who needs oxygen because they can't breathe in the final stages of their life. It's kind of, so that was motivation, and also in honor of them, I also quit. So I'm happy.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Quit, Gabriel, quit.
Somebody told me the same thing, because if you notice, I did tobacco and stuff like that, and I've been sober for 13 years. And with that being said, they said, well, now my doctor's on my ass. Now you need to quit tobacco. I said, you need to mind your own business, because it's one vice at a time I'm battling. And then right now I'm battling alcoholism. And I'll probably battle that to the day I die. I said, well, the rate you're going to die tomorrow. I said, well, good. I'll go out happy.
Wife. Hush it.
Yeah, Gabe had been tobacco free for 5 years, but then he picked it back up.
Brother.
I quit for a while, and I started working for the United States Postal Service at the distribution plant. After working a Christmas season with them people. Oh, you're going on a smoke break? I'm coming with you. You got a cigarette? And I started smoking again. And I was so upset because I quit so easily. But this will be the third time I've quit. There is no starting back, because I know how upset I was with myself. I know how much in the last, that was in 2016, how much in the last 8 years worse, my lungs are, how deeper my voice is. And I see the trend and how it progresses with the COPD patients I work with. And I'm just like, because like I said, I enjoyed smoking. I liked smoking. I enjoyed cigarettes. I didn't have a problem
It's
with
not
it.
so much of an enjoyment. Also, I mean, you also use it as a stress releaser too. And I mean,
Absolutely.
Jackie works at a grocery store. And
Right.
it's Walmart. I'll tell you the name, Walmart. And when she comes out of that place, that woman there, she got 2 cigarettes.
Yeah, like
sitting there, whoa, what the fuck? You got to stop that shit, you know.
Yeah, I like smoking, but I just had to. And when I made the move to do it, I quit, like somewhat quit. I only smoked like a couple half cigarettes within a few days, and then went to the WinStar a couple weekends ago, and I bought a pack of cigarettes before. It's like, I'm gonna smoke these, and when I'm done, I'm done, because I'm not gonna torture myself, because I know what I can do. I'm gonna smoke some if I want to, and I did. And I came back with like a third of a pack after the whole weekend. And I was just like, I just left them there with a half cigarette sitting on the thing. And I didn't even touch them. I was like, oh man, that was, because before when I quit it, I just had to get rid of them completely. But now I'm just like, I got this. I can be around smokers. Somebody can blow smoke in my face. I'd be like, we don't need, it's all good. I don't want to drag.
Yeah.
But I had to mentally get there. Because I've been telling myself I was going to quit for over a year, like, I'm about to quit, I'm picking a quit date. And I never was, but I knew in the back of my mind, it's like, I'm not committed. But with my job, with the patients I talk to, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to do it. And I'm happy.
I've got a method to my madness. I've already decided how I'm going to quit with my chewing tobacco. I'm going from dipping or chewing. I'm going to start smoking cigars, because then you can chew on the cigar. Okay. So I'm going to chew on cigars. And I'm going to do that for about 10 years. And then after that point, I'm going to start smoking
and then not inhale.
Then I'm going to start smoking a pipe after I quit the cigar. Start vaping off. And eventually, you know, when I hit about 98 or so, I might be able to quit.
Howard, listen. I cannot. You just went from stage to stage to stage, always having nicotine, smoking.
That's what I was saying. It's a very silent addiction that people just don't really understand how much of a hold it does have on you. It really does. Nicotine does. Like, I know this vape has a small amount of nicotine in there, and that's cool. Like, I'm having a couple beers during our show in my little plastic cup. That's why I'm vaping more than usual. But when I think about it, I grab a few puffs off of it, and then I'm good. But like, to not have to go outside every 30 minutes in the rain and the cold and the wind, and knowing my neighbors hoping their windows aren't open and it blowing up, it's like, I don't have to worry about that crap anymore.
What about those electronic cigarettes? Those electronic ones that they were, you know, you were supposed to use at one point, and it would help you quit smoking, where it was
all natural.
You can put different amounts of nicotine in different cartridges that you would actually put it in gradually, and they're supposed to wean you off.
The ones that look like actual cigarettes, but they were electronic cigarettes.
Right, but there was like these little cartridges you put in them.
When the vapes came on the scene, those kind of dwindled away.
And that's bad, because you can't dwindle that shit. You can't dwindle that shit with vape.
You can with vape, because you can buy different levels of nicotine. You can actually buy 0 nicotine vape juice. So if you get to the point to where you're ready to quit, but you still want that oral gratification of smoking, you can have 0 nicotine. And then you'll get to the point to where you don't even need that.
Because I ain't doing Channix. Channix,
No.
Go crazy on that shit.
No, don't do that. Don't do Wellbutrin neither. Don't let them talk you into that.
They put Jackie on some Wellbutrin for something. It wasn't to quit smoking. It was for something else, for nerves or something. I mean, anxieties or something.
Well, they use it for anxiety, but with everything that you have going on,
like a ninja, like I'm fast. Fresh washed hands.
What did you do? You went running around the toilet? You just ran in the bathroom and kind of like lift your leg and you kind of sprayed the wall?
My bathroom, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's really wide open and big. That's why me and Liam can live here no problem. It's on the other side of this wall.
You ever seen
There's my vaping buddy.
It's like this.
He sits down there. He hits that vape. Oh no!
You know what?
That ain't nothing. He sits
Well,
there.
I ain't trying to
and the whole it's like a fucking you're in the fucking cloud in the sky somewhere. This shit's so damn thick. He's like, you see Anthony in there anywhere? You know.
No, it took me about 3 or 4 days to get used on how to hit it. Because if not, I mean, like people like before I quit smoking, here, try my vape. I'm like, I choke every time. I'll cough. You learn how to hit it where you don't like
not like a cigarette. And I tried to convince
Yes.
Jason of that, and he's like, "It's just no, it's
I've
not."
seen Jason
It's
do that
different.
before too.
Exactly.
I've seen Jason do that too. He's hit her
You
vape
don't.
and he was just sitting there and almost spit up a lung trying to get.
You don't fill your mouth and then inhale. You just inhale while you're sucking. Hey.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah, and I learned that like it took a while to get adjusted to it, but once I did, it was okay because like I can't vape to quit because I'm going to be coughing. Yeah, that I don't like sweets. I mean, this is all these have all these funky like strong flavors. That's the thing about it. I want to get one that has just not even. I don't even want the nicotine. When I quit before, I had a vape that was it was called Rice Krispie Treat because it just had a hint of sweetness. And then it was very like so mellow you almost couldn't taste it, and I like that.
Yeah.
But this is like sweet. It feels like it just like have a pop like a sucker in my mouth. Sucker.
Let's see what I'm using.
There was about
sugar.
17 different thoughts I had going in my mind when you started from Rice Krispie Treat all the way to
I'm
sucker in the
puffing like
mouth.
crazy. I'm puffing like crazy over here on this damn thing. I'm gonna get a
That's
little
all I
buzz.
gotta say. I had about 17 different thoughts from when you said Rice Krispie Treats all the way to sucker in your mouth. And that was only a few sentences. And I had
peanut butter Rice Krispies.
17 different pictures went in there, and I was like,
Because you're Howard, and that's what Howard does.
I cannot.
There's some messed up shit too. I was like, I had to think about it. I said, no, it ain't good. And then you talk about going in that sweat lodge and you climbing over bodies and stuff, climbing over people. That was another thing I was concerned about. You know, if you was on Bourbon Street doing that in a sweat lodge, that's a whole different type of sweat lodge if you was here. I'm just saying.
The last time I went with my kids and my mom, like a year and a half ago, that's when we did that Mississippi investigation with when Eileen and Beth came. I went with my daughter down to Bourbon Street. I only had a couple drinks. You know how they have those little side doors on the bars you can walk out? Those little real skinny ones. Well, they had a little lip to it on the ground, and I tripped over it. Man, I road rashed my leg so bad. I fell hard. I was like, dude, I'm not even drunk on Bourbon Street. I'm like coming out bloody. It was
you lucky you lucky you didn't get a bad infection. Because as much piss and stuff is in that street, you lucky.
Well, like I said, I wasn't drunk, so I went home and cleaned it, or not home, but the Airbnb. That was a badass Airbnb, by the way. If anybody needs a good recommendation for an Airbnb down in the French Quarters at a decent price that is legit nice with the French Quarter balcony and everything, I got information for you.
And there's something else. I bet you didn't even know this. A lot of paranormal investigators don't know this. Okay. When you're going through the French Quarter, I told Chrissy about it, and I showed Chrissy. When you're going through the French Quarter, and you're looking at you got these wrought iron gates, or they got doorways or whatever that goes into the houses, into these French Quarter houses and stuff. Look at the door. Look at the keyholes. All the keyholes are upside down. Every one of them.
Superstition?
No. It's because it's so haunted there. A ghost is going to try to access your house. They're going, if they figure you don't want to come in with a key, it confuses them. The keyhole's upside down.
So it was like superstition to do that, to turn it upside down. Yeah.
No, it's not everybody does it. I mean, but it's not superstition. It's just to confuse the spirit.
But it doesn't.
It's
the spirit because the whole damn city's haunted, Howard.
So
it's a superstition.
They dug up Canal Street. They've already dug up Canal Street.
Actually, isn't that a voodoo? I mean, isn't that where that comes from?
No,
a voodoo practice?
No, that's not a voodoo practice. No, that's not a brick dust that I was talking about earlier. Brick dust is a voodoo practice.
I make red brick dust actually with some other stuff. I compound it with some other ingredients and everything.
But that's for the living. That's not for the dead. That's all. I mean, it could use it for the dead, but it's also used for the living. Someone who's going to give you ill intent, it keeps them out.
Mm-hmm. Either one. You can do either one. Yeah.
It's a blocking mechanism.
Or just like salt on steroids, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's an old voodoo tradition.
The old historical bricks, think the foundation, the structure, the support, you know, that's the intent to going into, you know.
The only thing I got to say is make sure you have enough cash when we bring you to Voodoo Authentic.
I'm gonna open up a little separate savings account for that whole.
Me too, because I walked out of there and spending about $400.
You're like, what the?
I wanted a bunch of shit. I'm just
They
saying.
have real Haitian. Everything's Haitian voodoo. I mean, it's Haitian authentic
Voodoo.
Voodoo and hoodoo. Where it's more voodoo. You have voodoo Haitian masks that are hanging on the walls. They have the cheap. You know, you get the imitation like the tourists buy. You know, the imitation voodoo dolls, but you can buy a real one. You can actually buy a real one. I got me a real gree bag.
I've got one around here somewhere.
I think Chrissy got a gree bag, didn't you?
I got 2.
Remember my voodoo doll when I first came back and from Virginia, and I had that pin where I was putting it. Every time I went by it, I was like flicking it real hard, right in the penile area. I put that pin in there, and every time I walk by, I would like. I mean, I can flick. You know that we used to wrap straws, and somebody flick it, see if they could break it.
Just remember this: whatever you do to the voodoo, whatever you do voodoo-wise, it comes back to you threefold.
It comes back
threefold.
My vagina's fine.
You'll be that little meme that you sent me today. That'll be you.
That was so funny. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm sharing this. Like, you got to see this. I laughed, man. I don't know. The even thought to like create that. Baby, go through a lot of chicken breasts. We're going to do a video. And I know where that noise came from. It was from a different TikTok. They like clipped that little. Anyways, I thought, who made this? Like, what do people think of? Like, I just wish I was very creative enough to like be those people that make all these videos and stuff. Mine are pretty generic when I do them. But yes, you are too, Gabriel. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's almost we've been on. It's almost a
half
minute.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, wait.
Pumpkin.
So with that being said, Shannon, where can they find you? You have your own show. Where can they find your show, and how can they find you in person?
Okay.
And give us your email, your address, your telephone number, your social security number.
Blood type, firstborn. Yeah, absolutely. I have a website, paranormalexplorationsofamerica.com. It's a long word, but at least you can't forget it if you know the name of. You can't see it up there of what I do or did, but it kind of gives it an idea of what we do. But you can find it. I have the Calling the Forgotten Files as the new podcast. It's still very new. We're just having fun with it. We also got a YouTube page up. It's really hard to get YouTube followers, come to find out. It's really hard. Like,
Emmy's been helping me out. She's got me up. I mean, shit.
An extra platform, just the Calling the Forgotten Files. I do that with Jennifer Lee. Add me on Facebook. It's because I got rid of like 3,700 friends really quick when I moved back from Virginia. I have plenty of space. Just send me a message if you want to give me a friend request on Facebook. But it's Shannon, just like right there where my name's at, Shannon M. Rogers. I put my middle initial on there. It should pop right up. Just shoot me a message or send me a friend request. I'll accept it, and we can chit chat anytime. Like, I just love people, and you know, coming out to be a better place in my life right now than I've been for a while. So a lot of growth happening. But yeah, just hit me up. Like I said, you want to go on investigations together? You want to chit chat? Any questions? Just shoot the shit. I'm your girl.
Yeah, she is. And well, I guess
I want to karaoke again.
We'll talk a little bit about karaoke again.
Remember Kansas? That was fun.
I didn't go.
Already. I sent it a minute ago.
Horrible. Okay, I got you, Gabe.
Now, just because she's accepting people,
I get it. I got you, Gabe.
Just because she's accepting people on there doesn't mean y'all send your, sexual things. And she's not that kind of girl.
Oh, Gabe's good people. He's not like that.
Because there's probably about 10,000 people that was watching this, and it's probably going to be on the reruns, and people are going to be rewatching this later. And I'll say that now, just because she, send her friend requests. Do not think she's that type of girl. She's not. She's a good girl. But yeah, she's
I am a good girl. I am a good girl. Like, I'm usually pretty balanced, but when I go through something, whoa, it's a whirlwind because I deal with it as quick as I can and get the fuck out. Like Chrissy knows. Like when I'm going through something, I go through it. Like I go through it. But
I know. I had you on the show when you was going through one thing. I was just trying to cook with you
in my life. I don't compartmentalize.
No.
I face it, deal with it, and it's gone. But that was something that I was just like, and I knew better. Anyways, we won't have to talk about that. But it was just where I was at.
They go back and watch it. It's one of my episodes.
That was my reality. That was my reaction. That was who I was, and I had to deal with it that way. Normally, though, I'm happy-go-lucky like I am right now. Everything's wonderful. But if I'm going through something, everybody's going to know about it.
Bitches with best says, I'm not drawing the blondes. LOL.
It's so funny because this is so red to me. Okay, I had my hair almost black with amethyst color for so long that I can't get that color out of my hair. I've stripped it. I'm actually a natural blonde, a light natural blonde, and I can't get it back. I have to keep dyeing this light red until all this is cut off. I just cut a foot off my hair. Wow. I did cut a foot off my hair trying to get it out because I want healthy hair. I can't keep just chopping at it. Did I answer that wrong?
Did you answer what wrong?
No, about the blonde thing. I'm tired.
You gotta hurry up. You also gotta hurry up and give her a friend request because the next couple of months she's gonna be actually quitting everything and she's going into the nunnery.
So
I cannot.
Okay, Beth NC Plante. Your plant. Got you, girl. Anthony, gotcha. Bam. Like I said, I had to flush out some to just have some really good people. I want to talk to people. I want to connect, and yeah. But
and I'll tell you that Shannon is good people. I'll tell you that much. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't bring her on the show if I didn't think so. And
thank you.
She's the sweetest person you ever want to meet. Except
but when I'm going through shit, I'm very genuine about it.
She's very genuine about it. She lets you know.
No matter
what's going
on in my life, it
reflects. And if it's about you, God help you. God help you if it's about you. Because you
only
don't just have
her. That though, I only take those measures. I only project on what I'm being given.
But you don't have just her. It's the paranormal sisterhood. And you don't want these motherfuckers. I'm just saying, you don't want these motherfuckers showing up your doorstep. I'm just saying, you don't.
You're like, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
You don't want the emotion. They'll castrate you if you're male. They make you a male to a female right there on your front doorstep.
Hold on.
I'm putting it out there. I'm just telling. First one to come visit you, it would probably be Chrissy, and she'll be screaming at you. And then the last one you want to see is the parrot thug.
Yeah, you think I'm hyper? Woo, she's got me beat. They call me Mini Beth.
Why do you think I'm trying to get her better? So I've always said she's my security. But I got the parrot thug. She's my security. I got this.
Exactly.
You have the first one to be Chrissy, and then Eileen will come over there and just, I don't know, talk some shit and kick you and scratch you a little bit. And then a thug shows up, and that's when you just might as well just put your last will and testament in place because you're not going to exist no more. Yep, you ain't going to exist no more. And I love these women. I do. I love them with a whole heart. I do. And there's nothing I wouldn't trust them with. But that's something that I've built up with them for a little bit of time. And hopefully everybody who's friended her today will treat her with respect. Everybody, I mean, even though we get on these shows, we act silly and stupid and everything.
Not all act accordingly. It's like I am very sweet, but how do you say it? I'm very sweet and I don't have a mean bone in my body, but I do stand up for myself.
Yeah.
Boundaries, I tattooed the word on the top of my foot, boundaries. So it reminded myself not to let anybody walk all over me because I did that. I lived that life for most 38 years of my life. I was a doormat. And I was
That's
just
not a
like,
good way to live.
no more. No more. So every once in a while, like what I went through in August kind of put me down that road a little bit again. But for the most part, like I don't wish harm on anyone. I will be there for you. Don't try to fuck me. I'm gonna know.
Are you
You
gonna
know what I
come,
mean? Like,
are you gonna be there for me when me and Ernie, when Waverly's finally opened up 100%? It's Charlie and Tina's, and watch me and Ernie run through it.
I was
Yeah, I'm
supposed
gonna
to be
run,
at that last investigation there, and they canceled it. I was scheduled to go on that one.
but we're gonna run through that thing naked.
I mean, I'm a middle-aged woman. Okay, whatever.
Oh no, y'all ain't gotta do shit.
It may not be all that, but
it's gonna be me and
that's
Ernie.
nice to meet you as well.
You'll see some things flopping around you shouldn't be seeing. That's what I'm saying.
It just reminds me of the video I sent you.
What is she? What?
Avocado.
Closet emoji. I could find Chrissy. LOL.
An avocado.
Emoji I can find. An avocado for what?
From Mexico.
Oh, listen. I ain't gonna run.
It's not no, it's a question mark. You don't know no
Stop
avocado.
it. It is not a question mark. It was just the angle. His leg was between my legs.
Oh,
stop it, Howard.
I'll defend you, Chrissy. Don't worry. I got you, Chrissy. Don't call that shit no avocado. Question mark.
I cannot. Stop it. See what you've been missing.
All right, guys.
Avocados are pretty good, though. I'm just saying. It tastes good, girl. There you go. It's good on your taco. Get the special sauce. You're good to go.
Listen, I am the special sauce. What
Taste grace, less women.
Oh, she said it's not the fist. No, listen. The girl.
The fist. We're back to the fist.
Was the triangle.
It's an upside down diamond. It's an upside down diamond.
The vagina.
It's like a top that fell over.
Shut the hell up, Howard. Don't listen to Howard.
Maybe he's just winding up. You never know. Chrissy hooked me up with some shit.
Damn right.
I'm like, fucking man. He's a man. I wasn't out searching before. I'm definitely don't give a fuck now.
I told you. I told you, didn't I?
I mean,
well, Chrissy's playing on set.
You get what you pay for. $200 item is worth to a $200 item.
It is.
Well, she's going to set up her booth. I mean, she is one of the co-owners of Paralinks, and she's setting up her booth, but it's going to be upstairs. It's going to be out of children's sight, and you know, she had to be asked to go up in that booth. And
it's a soap holder.
It's a back scratcher.
It's an amazing bag scratcher.
It's a teaser, honey. It's detective work. They're investigators.
Anthony said this just went south.
It's been south, brother.
It's been going south since it first started. Like, it actually is a lot more milder and mellow since there was a couple changes about 8 months ago, whatever. I love watching your guys' show. Like, I do.
What do you mean, what changes? We ain't made no changes.
No, I meant from some of the conversations that were had maybe towards a year ago.
Oh, yeah, that's just because I haven't been working on that material
that we had on.
Yeah. So yeah.
So a few changes. Not a bad
depends
thing.
on what mood
No,
I'm
it's
in.
good changes. It's good. It's like, and with Scotty coming on, it's like the trifecta's done. Like, it's good. Well, or quadfecta, I guess you call it now. But
yeah.
Actually, we also have Ricky Hellert come on here too. So Ricky,
exactly.
He's not working.
And Ricky, and when you have Matt on, it's and Steven, it's just good people now. Beth and Eileen, and it's just a whole bunch of really good people, and I love it.
Beth said that color doesn't work for me. Well, can't you find a purple triangle? Come on. Shit, Beth, get it together.
Yeah, it's mean.
Okay, well,
You
so
don't
now
mess-
they know how to find Shannon. Let's end the show.
All
Tune in.
Because we can do this shit all night. What's not?
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all watching the show tonight. Stay tuned in for Sunday for when it's going to be Miss Chrissy right there, Miss Chrissy Baggett, Listen Queen. Miss Emmy McKenzie will be on, and it's going to be our first show. And my wife, Jacqueline Petrie, on Hey Boo, and that's going to be 6 Central. And then next week, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we will be premiering.
Who's in Fort Worth? Anthony's in Fort Worth. Hold up.
Yeah, he's in Odessa. Odessa.
No, gotcha.
He's in Odessa. So, with that being said, we appreciate y'all watching and see y'all next week.
Bye.